Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord have mercy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dr. Greenthumb Show on B-Real TV. I'm your host, son Doobie of Funk Dubious. I want to thank everybody just for joining us today. Word up, man. We've made it, so thank you, everybody. To my right away, legendary Julio G.
I made it through the storm, everybody. I made it through the storm. Boy, it was rough. It was rough.
I'm glad you're okay.
I'm on the boat. I'm on the boat in the water.
We were worried, man. We didn't know, man. But you look like you handled it.
I had him call my grandkids. You guys need me?
Okay.
You need me? Nah, Grandpa, we're good. Okay. Oh, but I'm here, though. What's up, y'all?
Man, word up, man. It's good to have you back. Word up, Julio, as always, man. Up in the treehouse, man. How you guys doing?
Yo, we can't complain. We're doing good, son Doobie. Yo, Julio, it's nice to see you, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. I miss you guys, man.
Word up.
I miss this good weed right here we're about to smoke. Always a joint when I show up, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Right here on the Dr. Greenthumb Show, of course.
Yeah.
Legendary Steftone.
What's up, everybody?
Good to have you back. Word up.
Back again.
Word up, you guys.
You survived,
Steve, it
Steph.
is back.
You survived,
Man.
Steph. You did it.
Man, it was tough. I gotta tell you though, I actually do have some Hurricane Hillary story.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you in a minute though. We'll get past the introduction.
Word up, you guys. I just want to just, thank everyone once again, man. Big shout out. We keep it hip hop over here. And for those who don't know, it's the 25th anniversary of the Miseducation of the Lauryn Hill album. And of course, with the Fugees and the whole nine, man. I remember when they first stepped on the scene, you know what I'm saying? And I thought they were from New York. They're from Philadelphia. So it's just like, yo, I like that, man, how the Phillies, how everyone from Philly gets
Were they
down.
Philly or are they Jersey?
Or Jersey, too. That's true.
Are they Philly or Jersey? I don't remember.
I think it's a combination.
I think they're Rough House out of Philly, but I thought they were originally from Jersey.
Jersey and
Can you look-
Philly.
can
Now
you
you
look
know
it
they're
up?
in trouble.
South Orange, New Jersey.
South Orange, New Jersey.
Word, you know.
It's a hip hop miss.
Big shout out to everybody in Jersey. Word up too, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't get their flowers enough, and
They don't.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Fugees when they first came on the scene. I mean, I was loving the style, and I love the versatility. You know, as far as the singing and rapping, man, it was just. Groundbreaking, of course. I listened when Julio would play it and stuff. And,
I love
man.
White Cliff because I'm a Libra, y'all. Because I'm a Libra, too. So
Remember-
a Libra's in the house.
Word, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, these, the trio, man, nothing less than just exceptional with the hip hop. And they always would just turn heads. And I remember the shows, man. You never knew what they were going to do next, man, in each song. And it was phenomenal.
But you gotta say that at that time, Lauryn Hill. Not to say that anything taken away from Wycliffe, I think he's incredible as a producer and a rapper and writer, right?
Oh, yes.
And Pras, he wasn't he was the part of the group. I love Pras too, but Lauryn, anything she rapped on at that time, it was like people were really listening for her verse.
Yeah.
She was that impactful at that time. Just even on the come up, people were like, "Damn, who is this girl?" Like every verse she was dropping was like, "Oh my God, bro!" Like,
I mean,
she was vicious, man, at that time. Like her whole style, the way she came in the game, as the Fugees too. But she's like I said, she stood out in her own way too. So, mad props to her for sure.
I mean, big shout out, of course, to Lauryn Hill, man. I mean, Steph, man, do you remember, man, when you heard the Fugees on the radio, man, you was like, yo, man, this is this is some bomb ass shit.
No, it still is too. You know, I mean,
This is is. Yeah,
They made a huge impact that last two today.
Always.
and beyond.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with what Julio was saying, man. Lauryn Hill reminds me of those girls that would go into freestyle and MC contests and would just put it down, but you wouldn't see them out there. They didn't give the record deals to those type of ladies at that time. And here goes Lauryn Hill, with it, combining her styles with these two other fellas, and then together the combination is just like Voltron. It's forget it, man. Unstoppable. Yeah.
I want to give it up to
Word.
from Diggable Planets, Ladybug.
Ooh,
She
word.
she was hard too.
Remember?
Oh man, she was hard, bro.
Man.
But she wasn't in no Sister Act.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Word. I mean, I remember that too. Lauren was in the movies,
She
and
was crushing it.
we love that, man. Because anytime I see my rappers in the movies, I mean, Steph, Julio, you guys know, man, it's nothing like it. Because we feel like that's part of our nation. Up in there on the silver screen, and
Sure.
it's nothing like when we see our rappers on the the movie screen. Because you got to go get your popcorn. To get it nice and also fix your hot dog and everything and check out the movie, man. It's nothing like it.
Even
man.
a cameo, what I mean? It was like, damn, they got in the movie. Damn, they
Word.
Lord, damn.
I mean, I think about all the rap cameos and all the hip hop movies from Beat Street to Who's the Man. I mean, oh my gosh, from breakdancing 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Julio, man.
Wild Style.
That's
We had
all I
Wild-
knew.
Oh, me too, man.
We were raised on KDAY in those movies, and of course, Julio, daily just taping the mixes he would put up on Provide, and yeah, man, it was good stuff.
So Lauryn Hill's going out with the Fugees for the 25th anniversary of her album. But
wow.
my thing is that they've tried this a few times. How many times have they Fugees reunion, and they'll do a show or two, and then it just doesn't make it to the third or fourth show? So
Yeah.
I want to see how long this situation is, if it's going to be a
See
are you
how
gonna be able
far,
to run
how
this?
far it'll go.
They run it, yeah.
Right. I mean, man, for what it's worth, man, they've been through a lot, man. I would like to see it. I mean, I don't know about everybody out there how they feel, but I'm a diehard hip hop b-boy, man, and I just want to just see, Wyclef do certain songs, man, and of course Lauryn Hill and even Pras,
I think right now,
Word.
I think right now is an important time for a lot of these older artists to like put these beefs aside and just come
Word.
out and perform for the fans right now, because right now the other day I'm trying to remember who it was that was saying it, but they were it was Nas actually. Nas was saying he wishes that more, and I actually had said some of that on the podcast before, that he wishes that more artists from his time would put music out. Like, why do you think you need to stop putting music out? Because Nas has been doing such a great job with the collaborations with Hit Boy.
True.
He's like 3 albums in the last 3 or 4 years. So
Right.
he's still been dropping like more consistent today than he did in his
Absolutely.
big in time when he was bigger. You know,
You're
what I mean?
exactly
So-
right. Yeah.
So he's having a good time, and I'm enjoying his albums. His albums have been incredible. I'm a hip hop head, so
Yeah.
I just like. It's more grown adult rap to me, you know what I mean? And I just enjoy it. I think Nas is doing great.
Absolutely.
So I wish that's what I was saying. I was hoping that we should have thought this out a little bit better in the 50-year anniversary. We should have tried to push for all these artists to drop an album this year.
Definitely. Yeah.
Just so you can get out there visibly, and because the shows are selling out. A lot of people love this music. They haven't had a chance to watch it. If you pay attention, 50 Cent, he's been selling out his arena concerts. This whole thing.
Yes, congratulations. to
Wu-Tang
50.
and Nas.
Word.
Wu-Tang and Nas recently sold out all their shows.
I know, man. I love that, man. When I hear that, Julio,
Right,
man.
you're watching
word.
Ice Cube, West Side,
Yes.
Ice Cube, Dub C.
Yes.
You've seen Snoop. You've seen all these older artists. They're really selling a lot of tickets right now. I think it's
True.
because the fans know the music and they want to come see it. And it's been around for a while, and it's just dope. You know what I mean?
Word. Yeah.
So, that's why I think some artists should rethink and start dropping some music again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Absolutely. Hey, man, like I said, hip hop, like I said, it comes from the streets, and a lot of people don't know what the artists go through, just to get their stuff out there. And man, it's just amazing.
Let's keep it real. Hip hop's dead right now. Let's keep it real. Let me drop some facts.
Oh, okay.
Let me
there
drop
it goes.
some facts right now. You still
right.
have not had a #1 song in a year.
Right.
Have not had a number one song. You had a Little Uzi Vert. Little Uzi Vert dropped his album. He was able to get a number one album. Okay, but that was already 8 months into the year.
True.
So, but as a song, you still don't have a number one hip hop song in like almost a year now. So that's letting you know.
I'm gonna have to go with Nas. And I'm going to have to go with Julio, what he said earlier about that. And I like the grown-up rap that Nas puts out there right now. Just, I know there's not more of that, but, man, I wish there was, man. I'm just, I'm happy that at least we got that Nas album out there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't mean to discourage the young kids out there. What I'm saying to you is that, hip hop is in your hands right now. So you're responsible. When our era, we did our thing. Okay, it's your era.
I like.
What are y'all doing with the music? Are y'all
Yeah.
gonna let it die off? Y'all gonna get the ball and fumble the ball? Or what's going on, man? Like, you gotta figure it out because the music I think is just the same.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are moving into other genres of music.
I mean, but Steph, what do you think, man? I mean, as far as the hip hop, man, do you think like it's not as active as it used to be, as it once used to be?
I think it's active, and it's definitely never going away. They're just it's like you said, Julio G. There's so much that's alike. People got to find their place. Somebody's got to, like what we always talk about happened today. Everybody wanted to be their own thing. They didn't want to be like everybody else, and they wanted to be the best on top of it.
True.
So there was a different driving factor.
Yes.
You know
Yes,
what I mean?
definitely.
But no, it's hip hop's gonna be fine. It might be in a little thing right now, but it ain't going nowhere.
I was listening to Julio G, what he was telling me the other time about how competitive it is, and man, when I was just a little pipsqueak and I was taping the mixes Julio was providing on the radio, and I just remember when I first seen Julio on the video and everything, man, and then with Mello and everything else, man, and it was just surreal, man, because I get to see him on the hill and then hear him on the radio and then see him in the shows. And it was real competitive, man, from the dressing to the shows to the sound to the DJing to the MCing. And it's just crazy how the artists from our time have made it through all those years and have made it through that competitiveness. And man, they're still putting out good hits, and they've just gotten better and better. And I like people and artists who just keep doing it greater and more perfect. Man, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
The competitiveness is what drives it.
That's what
Yes.
Exactly.
That drive to be number one. Like the fact that there isn't a number one means no one's pushing for it.
Right. Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think it's that, and you got the repetitiveness of the thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I also believe that also it's the people you have in those positions of making those decisions. I just think you have some people that just been around too long and they just got to move on because it's just
true.
There's a lot of great things out there, but they're not being found.
Exactly.
I've heard some great things out there that I'm like, damn, that's not on the radio. They're not playing you, bro. Like, really? Like, you got some good songs, bro. Or somebody will just pull me somewhere and I'm like, damn, this is a really good song. It's like, yeah, but I don't know how to. It's crazy because in my time on the radio, that was what my ear was open for. My actual ear was open for, like, I was wanting to find a new kid that had the dope song that I was about to, I'm about to blow this
But
kid
you
up.
know what, Julio?
This is going to just
you're
explode
right.
me. You know what I mean?
No,
So-
absolutely. Absolutely. It's like being a politician. I mean, you're out there, man. You're pretty much in their primaries. You're out there running in your primaries. You're trying to get trying to win the crowd to vote for you so they can buy your album. And, man, it gets kind of exhausting because you got to go out there and kiss babies and shake hands, and you got to put out your single like it's the first single that you ever put out, even though you may have a couple albums out there. And to reinvent yourself and to have that inspiration to go out there, man, you have to keep doing it, and you got to be turned on 24/7 because you never know if you got to wake up at 4 a.m. and we got to move to the next city so we can do the sound check, be on time for the sound check and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I know I learned, through you, Julio, and I remember when you were doing shows and you were going on tour, and I was living my life through you guys on the hill and stuff. And
Now, mind you, that was groundbreaking. Because we were just some kids from a backyard. We look. I'm gonna give you real. When me and Mello, let me say it right. When Mello Mayonnaise and myself started doing our thing, right?
Yeah.
It kind of came fast when Mentirosa took off on the radio.
Yes. My
Now,
gosh.
Rhyme Fighter was the first thing we did, which
Yeah.
was a song that he had that was the first single from his album, and it did okay. It was like
I
it
love
got
that
us on-
song.
Me too. I love
song.
that record, but it did
Yeah.
okay for us. But it got us into a few places. But the
Right.
video got us some love on MTV. We were able to get that on there somehow through Capitol Records, and they made their thing happen. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. But Mentirosa came,
Right.
and we were somewhat ready, but when Mentirosa came, it came fast. Like it like, and this is a crazy story about that song. I was the one that went to Capitol Records and had a conversation with them because they were trying to go with a song called B-Boy in Love. And I was like,
really?
hey, bro, I was like, man, yes, I want to do that, man.
I'm glad that
you
didn't
need
happen.
to go with this song right here. And
Yes.
The reason why that happened was one day I was driving in Paramount and I heard two cars in Paramount, mind you, going
Yeah.
down Rosecrans.
Right.
Two separate cars, and they
Right.
were both playing it. And I was like,
What?
when I pulled up to this car, when I heard him, I was like, because I recognized it quick. I'm like, oh, damn, he's playing Mentirosa. But the way the kid was in there and he was listening to it, I was thinking, damn, that's a bang. I just felt like a banger right there, even though I had
Wow.
heard it on the record.
Wow.
I didn't really think of it like that until I heard that the reaction of other people
Yeah.
playing it out of a car, right? So I told him, hey, man, you guys need to think this out. This is a better record. I think it'll be this. This is the one. This is the one.
Right.
And I finally convinced them because I forgot what I told them, but they finally said, okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's go with it.
Wow,
And
so
it
they-
took off.
Wow.
So me and Mello were like in my garage working out,
Wow.
and the song comes on the radio, and it wins on Kiss FM or something. It wins the back
man,
of the beat.
that was amazing.
And
Yeah.
we were like, oh, and and I told Mello, I said,
Word.
man, hey man, we got to get ready now, bro.
Word. Now the real work
The
starts.
real
yeah.
work starts. Now,
Yeah.
now we had a dance routine that we would come out to that I put together like a BBD beat that I looped.
Dope.
Yeah, bro.
Word up.
Because we didn't know what to do. We had to come up
That
with
was
a
the
20
time.
minute
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we had,
yeah,
we had
yeah.
a song on the radio.
Tight,
You got to
tight.
come up with 20 minutes to go get some money.
Right, for the
So-
performance. Yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah.
performance, dog. So we had to create like,
That's dope.
okay, we're going to do this and then
That's
a
dope.
dance piece into this. And
Yeah.
But we were like groundbreaking because we didn't know we had to bring a DAT player out. We had to figure out how to
Dope.
perform in front of big people with the equipment.
Wow.
You're not ready for all that when you're a rapper, dog. You're not okay.
No.
Like all of a sudden, son Doobie here goes. You got a show Saturday. Now what?
Yeah.
What do you show up with? Like, you got to have your stuff to play. You know what I mean?
I just remember when I did my first interview with you, I was starstruck because, Julio, I've known you for a long time, but when I came to you, I didn't know how to act because we were proud of you getting the radio show over at The Beat. We weren't even talking about K-Day yet. And, like I said, man, you've jumped so many different places. And like I said, your voice has been on so many like legendary albums that will go through the annals of time. And it's just like, now here talking to you, man, I just remember all the stuff and the Casa and Tony G and the Mix Masters and Ralph M. And man, it's just like, bro, man, your body of work is insane.
50 years of hip hop, bro.
Man, it's hard. It's you
Hell
know.
yeah.
Hey, Steph, right, man? I mean, Julio, forget it. And
It's all been fun too. I got to tell you, I thank hip hop for the anniversary of 50 years. I really am very thankful for hip
Julio,
hop.
man, forget it.
What
You're
it's
the
done for all of us,
gatekeeper.
but it's done for all of us though. It's took us
You're a
around the world.
gatekeeper. Yeah.
It's just brought. I met a lot of wonderful people through hip hop. It's a beautiful culture, man. I'm very thankful to be part of it and just people to be involved in it. You know what I mean? Because it was always fun. It was never about the money. It was always. I mean, you need money to pay bills, of course, but it was never really about the money. It was just about.
Yeah.
We wanted to prove something. We just wanted
Yeah.
to. We
well,
wanted
you
to
taught
prove
me
something,
about
bro.
that. The radio money is different, from the music money.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I just wanted to thank you because I wouldn't have got into radio if it wasn't for Julio. And, B had also his show at the Beat too.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, you pretty much set the blueprint down, Julio. And I would just learn, what to do, what not to do. And through trial and error, hopefully I'd get something that resembles maybe something that sounds like you, which I couldn't, but you can only do what you can. So that was it,
Hey,
man.
son, but when you did radio,
Yeah.
wasn't it like a shock to be on the other side now and then understand how records work? Like,
Yeah.
it's not as simple as you think.
I didn't think it worked like that. I
You
thought
didn't really understand, so you
I
worked
didn't
on the other
understand
side,
it.
right?
Come on, man. It was just about getting a record deal and doing shows,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had to kiss the babies and shake hands and kick it with program directors
Yeah.
and go to the lunch and the brunches.
Relationships.
The relationships it wasn't that bad. It was just that I had voices in my head. One was saying they're groupies, and another one was saying, no, you need these people because these are the people that they make the decisions that'll benefit you as far as you and your craft. So that's it. Yeah.
And you never know who those people become later.
The truth.
That's the part
Right?
that you don't understand.
Yeah, later on.
I met a lot of interns that became somebody.
They became bigwigs over at Universal and over at Warner Brothers. Later on, I found out, and then also at Capitol. So it's just, man, good people, man. They're one of the, most interesting people because they've always wanted to be an artist, but they don't have the talent to be that, but they would love to support that.
Yeah, they want to be in the music business.
It's hard. I was going to tell you guys, Steph, Julio, how do you get a label to get behind you when you really like a song and you really are behind a song that you want them to be behind? Because when I was going through Epic, man, I pretty much let the label pick everything for me because every time I tried to pick something, they just didn't think it was a good idea or very pragmatic. So I would just, right away just cave in and just go with the label.
How did you do it with Deftones? How did you guys do it, Steph, with the Deftones? When you had to pick music, did you get to pick the music or you had to, how'd that work?
I'm saying, Steph.
I never personally picked any music, so, it's always been something that's taken place, I'd say mostly within the label itself, Right. I mean, because that's their job. That's what they're doing.
True.
Yeah, you have your ideas and you want to do what you think, but your kind of input, kind of gets pumped. Your brakes get pumped after the creation of the music. The product itself that's their product. That's what they paid for.
Word.
So you kind of have to go with.
And you let them, son. You kind of just went with them with the label.
Yeah, it was just like we would listen to the album and Muggs would just be like, yo, I think this should be it, and pretty much the label would agree with Muggs, and that was it.
So
I like that. I like how they were picking them out. I had no complaints, but like I said, I noticed that when Mello was doing, when you guys were doing Mentirosa, I remember how the label put all that money behind the song, and forget it, man. I just remember that you couldn't stop hearing that song on the radio. And I just remember the shows you guys were getting. I mean, you guys were doing big venues, ridiculous, and selling them out. And I was just like, man, Julio, man, Mela, I just love you guys, man. And at that time, like I said, man, you guys were like the, I hate to say it, but you guys were fortunate. To me, you guys were like the Bad Bunnies of that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So, I just remember it was just nothing but girls at the shows, and your show was amazing. I mean, you had to dance. It was dope. The cute little dance, and then you would go into rocking the b-boy
and then
stuff.
Sisters would come out.
Man, remember Myra and Anna?
Myra and Anna.
Man,
in the group.
It was so dope.
It was like a family affair.
Hey, man, it was
the whole family was working.
Word, organized, man, and organized. I mean, it was a real show. You guys know how to give a good show, and you guys know how to have fun.
Yeah.
And Julio, of
we had to
course,
learn that really fast too, because like I said, the songs took off so fast that we had I remember one day they just gave me a book and they just had shows for like pages. It's like September, October. What was like? It was like April, May, June, July.
Right,
it was
right.
Just like filled up. Show, day off, show. And I was like, damn, bro.
Man.
And now you looking like, I'm 21 years old. I'm looking like, damn, that's
before the internet.
Wait till November.
Before
like,
cell phones, you guys
felt like forever. I'm like, damn, I'm doing that. But in my head, I'm counting the money. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna make some money. I want to buy some equipment, and it was just a great time.
Julio had the brick phone. Word up.
Early.
He had the brick. He had the first cell phone I ever seen in my life. Word, he was balling.
Early.
Word, he had the
bro.
brick, man. We're talking 88, 89.
I knew some people, bro.
Oh, man, I couldn't believe
some
it.
People, bro.
But he looked fly. It had the rubber antenna. It was dope, man.
Well, I used to call everybody on that
Hold
phone.
my calls. It's okay.
Hey, I call everybody just to call people, just to call them. I would call people just to call. What's up, man? Nah, just chilling. What's up, man? I'm on the phone, dripping down the street. What you doing, bro?
Julio, bro.
No, I had a hookup. That's why I got that phone though. Early in the game.
And I just remember all the King T records you played, and yeah, man, I just remember Toddy T and Mixmaster Spade and all that stuff. Even Sir Mix-a-Lot. Man, Julio had the list. And you know, we're not even touching on the mix show stuff. You know,
I want to just go back to a little something we were talking about earlier about when it comes to to the artists picking their music.
I'm glad you said that because that's what I wanted to go back to.
Yeah, I myself have always tried to do the best that I can when it comes to picking anything that we were doing. When it came to Tony G and myself producing records, we kind of had an idea of, you know, like we would know we needed that song. Like okay, we got to come up with something like for this, bro. We need that. We need an appealable song. We need, you know, we would kind of already have that in mind.
You're good at that.
Because we were DJs on the radio, so we understood how like.
Thank you. What moves the crowd? Yeah.
Yeah, and there's street songs for the
Definitely.
street, and they could find that on the album. And then the songs that we want to try to appeal to people, we got to have a couple of options. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I always tell people, don't get too caught up in the one song that you love so much and you think it's a hit. Like, don't be careful with those because sometimes they're not a hit, and then you get discouraged. Like, oh man, I thought that was going to be such a big song. So never go into it with expectations of what it's going to do.
Right.
Just have that half and half with the label where it's halfway what they'll promote. You don't ever want to go against the label to a point where you're being just hard because then they won't really want to work it now.
That's nightmarish.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So you got to find a middle ground where
Thank
I
you.
think it could be this, and let me give you the reason why, because you always have to explain to them the reason why you think. The reason why I told Capitol Records Mentirosa is because of the Santana sample, and it was going to remind people their parents.
That shit is dope.
Their parents played that music when they were kids.
Thank you. Yes.
So now that they grown up, they found a sample of
Beautiful.
that thing, so it kind of connects
Yeah.
Spanish, English,
Yeah.
Santana. It kind of now it was a risk. It was a risk because nobody was doing that at the time. It could have just flopped for us. But when it came out, it just blew, man.
No,
It
that
just was
blew
nonstop.
up,
The
man.
Hispanics just jumped on it immediately for that reason, and then La Raza came right after that, and then that became like it was kind of it needed both songs needed to be out around the same time because they fed off each other.
Yes.
It got the Mexicans
Yes.
involved, and they got all the
Yes.
Cubans and all the kind of more other people style of Hispanics involved.
Word,
Because
you know.
Mentirosa was from here to New York and back all around Costa Rica.
Word. If you spoke Spanish, you definitely knew that song right
Yeah,
away.
for sure.
I mean, I remember.
It was fun, you know.
I remember being in Puerto Rico, man, and they have like MTV2 out there. And when I saw it out there, man, I was so proud of you guys. And you know, it was. I was out there with Ray Roll, rest in peace. And man, I just couldn't believe. Yeah, man. You guys just had made it, and I was so proud of you just to come back into the hill and see you guys. And you know, you guys had bought a new vehicles, man.
Yeah,
And
we had cars.
Mello bought something so fast. Something I know it was very fast.
Yeah, the convertible
And
Mustang.
I remember Julio bought something very big, and
Yeah.
that was it. So Julio was with the big, and Mello was with the fast.
Hey, Steph, what were you gonna say about that, man? Because
Yeah.
I wanted to hear what you was gonna say about picking the music.
Yeah, I guess what I wanted to say is ultimately like advice for the artist, you know, like what you were saying in regards to, you know, doing your best, right? Is just as an artist, you know, do your best, try to cover your bases, and mostly make everything that you want to make, something that you stand by and you're believing in. If you believe in all the tracks that are on that record, well, they can pick any of those tracks because you already stand behind all of them, you know what I mean? And like you said,
Word.
make them with some kind of purpose in mind. Don't just
Yeah.
be so idle about it. You know, it's cool to be creative. You know what I mean?
Word.
Just let things happen. That's nice. I don't frown on that at all. But if you're talking about an interest in being on the radio and all of that, then you have to be mindful of all the things that radio needs.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you something about Deftones. Like when you guys record music for you guys, right? Like, is it like, all right, we're gonna record this album, so now from here on, like this next 8 months, our focus is like that on the album, or do you guys just sporadically just do songs, meet up? Oh dang, we recorded this song. That was tight. We should keep this. Or how does that work? Like with the Deftones?
We're currently in that process now, and what we tend to do is jam out, you know, things together, and ideas could come from anybody. A lot of stuff lately, you know, Chino's been doing on guitar.
Dope.
He's got a lot of you know, things that are moving him right now, so he's coming with the ideas, you know.
Chino dope.
And
yeah.
so it could be anyone, you know. I mean, if anyone else could, you know.
Whatever's good, whatever was right, and you feel it, you keeping it.
That's right.
Whoever it comes from, it doesn't matter. Just everybody.
And mostly the process we're in right now is just really just building up a lot of ideas. So we have something then we can actually choose from and be a little more, specific about it. Because right now it's all pretty much in the idea stages. We're building foundations and and taking the idea from just simply either being a riff or a drum beat or whatever, and trying to tailor that into something a little more, for a lack of a better description, nice and polish it up.
Right.
It's a stone. It's all in its stone state, and now we're cleaning them up.
Hey, Steph, do you guys take anything? Do you guys stop doing anything, or just say, okay, bro, we about to go to work, so this has to be cut out. We ain't gonna be doing this. We gotta focus. Because I know a band is different than hip hop. It's just a band. You guys have to be in sync together. Kind of. A vibe. You have to vibe these records out because it's a lot of you. You know what I mean? So how does that work?
It's predominantly a hang sesh, with the understanding that we also got to be creating something.
Yeah.
So. Mostly we're hanging out, having fun, regardless of whether we're jamming or whatever. Sometimes jamming becomes a drag, and that's when we all kind of walk our own way and let some heads get cleared out, because otherwise you if you get too serious and too focused, it starts to, it can be destructive at times. It's not always, of course, but it can bring bring the effort down if you get too serious about it.
Okay,
I'm speaking personally for myself. I'm very casual about it. I want to be calculated. I want to have some foresight into what things can be, what they and stuff like that. Being a little more targeted on certain things.
Right.
But I also enjoy and respect the moment. The moment does let things happen. If you just give yourself to the moment, don't be trying to force the issue. The issue. We've been doing this our entire adult lives. There's not a reason to question or doubt yourself at this point. It's you already been doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
So just enjoy yourself.
For sure.
You'll know what you like.
Do you
and
ever
what you don't
do you ever
like.
vibe out with something else? Do you ever say, "Hey, let's just put let's just rock"? You ever just listen to other stuff? Just say,
Word.
put Zeppelin on. Bro. I just want to just vibe off Zeppelin right now.
Yeah,
I mean, does that ever go on with you guys, Deftones?
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta challenge the mind, challenge the spirit.
Oh yeah,
And
I like how you said that.
And that comes in a lot of forms. We all love food, so food, really inspired. But but at the same time, the food is crippling. Because we'll all eat, and then everybody's like, ugh. Don't want to do nothing. Just wiped out from a big old meal.
You waited for energy, now you're sleeping.
That's
Right.
So it's so funny because, like I said, we do the same routine all the time, but we also hit the wall, and now hitting the wall sucks, but it's good because it gets things aired out.
True.
And you start to see someone else's perspective, or at least have a better understanding for their perspective, and you kind of you work through it. And there's 5 of us. All 5 of us are absolutely different from each other, musically speaking. And so trying to.
That's what's crazy when you have 5 people, man. That's a lot of people.
Trying to say. The polar ends and in our group are Chino and myself, and we really aren't that different. I'd say the stuff we enjoy is more than the stuff, the more stuff that we enjoy similarly to each other. There's way more of that than there is the stuff that separates us. If there, even that stuff that actually would separate us is the stuff that we both like. Because it's so different, you know what I mean? But just creatively speaking, we have different perspectives of doing things, and it's him and myself that tend to do the most headbutting. I do my best to be supportive and really get behind a lot of his ideas, because a lot of stuff he comes up with is really good.
He's talented. He's very talented.
But there's also stuff where he's just doing it, and I'm just like, for real, dog. I mean, that's
when you guys get to the creative,
that's
hey,
real, bro. I just recognize that thing that's happening. I'm like, okay, that's just really his personal taste. That's really what.
Right.
That's where it's the same thing that I'm doing. I'm over there playing just straight up metal shit. No one cares. You know what I mean? It's only ever, once in a while, one of my riffs really impacts on everybody. So.
Word.
But it's our process. We've
That's crazy.
We've
That's
done
dope.
this every
that
time.
Is dope. Heck yeah.
And like I said, the bulk of the time, it's really a good time. But we do have those moments where it's just like,
Hey, Steph, let me ask you, how do you guys do the radio thing? Is that like out of your hands? You let the company deal with the radio situation, or how does that work?
That's
like in you guys' world.
But that's what I was saying earlier about as an artist, I've predominantly always taken and come from the position of being the artist. Like, I ain't kissing no radio, nothing, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And
Right. Okay.
I didn't write the song to be edited. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's I've kind of always come at that from that perspective. But at the same flip of that coin, I just let everybody kind of do their thing. Because
first time you heard yourself on the radio, where were you at?
Oh, you as just a person, everyone. When you first hear yourself on the radio, you're like, hell yeah.
No, I mean, where were you at? Do you remember?
Oh,
first time?
No, I was on I was in Sacramento when we were on a local station, and I was driving down.
Oh, it was your local spot where you were from?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, that was
even better, bro.
We got we were blessed enough to hear ourselves on a local station even before we had a record contract. So like a demo got played, you know what I mean? So
big, bro.
Yeah, we got to have that kind of blessing. But I was coming down this what street is it? I'm blanking on the name, but it's this main street, and it runs right by Cal Expo in Sacramento, and it's right as you're going over the overpass to get on the freeway right there.
Dope.
But I was coming up the overpass when it came on. I was like, oh,
dope. That's dope.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's the best to hear it like where you're from.
Oh man, it's.
Hey, Steph, how different does it sound on the radio? Because only certain people know this because you hear it a certain way when you record it, but when the radio, it's
almost electric.
It is, man. It's
dope.
crazy.
Dope. I like how you said that. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I think my simplest description of it.
Oh yeah, come on, man. I mean, when it comes to hearing your stuff, of course, man.
But it charges you. You know what I mean? You get charged up
when
you hear it.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that along with when they sing your stuff at a show or when you're performing and you give a good performance. I mean, it's right up along with that those events right there, man. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, when the crowd sings your stuff, that
wow
hits you.
Yeah, it hits differently. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, you guys, man, the songs you guys have are amazing, man. The arrangement, yeah, like I said, man, it's phenomenal, bro. Yeah, good stuff, Steph. I mean,
there's this band I'm really into right now. It's called Sleep Token.
Okay.
And
Sleep Token?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they got a few records out, and they've been around for a little while now.
Word.
But when you watch their live performances, like the crowd sings everything, like the whole time.
Yeah.
And louder than them. Like they're coming through a PA, and you can hear the
They
crowd.
bowed it. Yeah.
Man, that stuff is exhilarating.
That's dope. Yeah. I mean, when every time you go to a show, man, the experience is amazing. I know a couple of hip hop shows that are definitely like that, but when you go to the rock shows, yeah, man, it's like that too, and it's pretty incredible, man. The tricks and the hats that they pull out, man, for that stuff. So
let me tell you, there's another band called Polyphia. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not.
Polyphia.
Polyphia.
Okay.
Yeah. They're a 4-piece group, and they're instrumental. They have no vocals.
Right.
Just music. Right. Watch them guys live. They turn it out. I mean, just as musicians,
vocals, huh?
Every one of them are incredible. They're just tearing it up, right?
Shredding, right?
The audience is literally singing the music.
Wow,
like the riffs, the drums. You know,
we're not even talking words. We're just talking riffs and
singing
scales.
the music.
Amazing, man. That is amazing.
They're incredible.
That's amazing. I gotta see
That's
that.
amazing, Julio.
I gotta see
that's
that.
another. That's another
Polyphia.
one.
Straight up sing the crowd sing.
Hey, I believe it too. Hey, but you know, man, these groups, like I said, man, they're
They ain't
so
got no
good.
lyrics. They ain't got no lyrical hooks.
They're that good. They're that good.
I mean, straight nothing of lyrics.
No vocals.
No
Zero
vocals.
No samples. Nothing.
Word.
Two
you know?
guitars,
Because
drums, and bass.
Kraftwerk was hard as hell, but they had
Yeah.
like voices in their stuff.
True.
But they weren't really doing. But you mean straight
Four musicians.
musicians? That's
Oh
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
ill.
yeah, baby.
Two guitar players, drums, and
Ill.
bass.
I gotta see that, bro.
Wow.
I gotta see that. That's ill.
That's dope.
There they
That's
are.
them right there.
That's them.
That's ill, bro.
And that's them back. That's them back in the day. Like nowadays, they turn it up. I mean, they've always turned it up, but
Well,
like I said,
They probably got some type of new instruments now, or some type of computers that do all that stuff now amazingly. Yeah. Oh.
I don't think they're running any computer on. I could
No?
be wrong. I could be wrong, but they
Or some
They
type
look
of
live,
tech.
dog. They look
they
live.
they
I like
light
that
it up.
the guitars are amazing, though, man. They look amazing. Yeah, the guitars look. Whoa, I look expensive. That's for sure, man.
Now
Dope
on
stuff.
stage, they do have microphones.
Yeah.
They do engage the audience on microphone.
Yeah, but
like
their
talking.
songs are not nothing.
But they ain't no lyrics. They ain't singing lyrics.
Wow.
They're like hyping them up. You know what I mean?
Right.
keeping all the money, bro.
They're keeping all the money.
They're keeping
real.
all the money, bro.
They're not playing, man.
That's hard as hell.
So
bro.
hats off to them, man. Word up, man.
Incredible. I mean, like
Word.
incredible players, incredible people. Like their attitudes are amazing. Like, you really absolutely will love them when you see them. You'll be like, damn, where
That's-
was I?
How do you find those groups? Stuff like how do you?
For me, it's been YouTube over
Just
the
YouTube,
last
huh?
decade. You know, I don't watch TV. I mean, I got TV.
I don't
on.
either. I don't either. I
But-
just internet too.
Yeah, I let YouTube.
So you
feed
just
me.
click videos, just like
Yeah.
finding stuff. That's tight.
I'm just saying, man. Remember when we were like put onto like groups like Art of Noise
Oh yeah.
and just blah 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 blah. I mean those.
That's
That's it. It didn't take too much. There was no lyrics.
words. It was just.
That's
it. Was
it.
just the beat.
Thank you.
God, but it was so hard.
And then when if you were lucky enough to have MTV and you saw the video, man, the video was like art.
Yep.
It was just like, man, we were just learning. We were going from the transition from graffiti to now the pieces in the gallery. And man, when we saw that stuff, man, we were just like, man, amazed, man. And of course, man, those writers that were in Wild Style later on became to be, these great artists in the galleries. So like Fab Five Freddy, Scene. I mean, oh man, yeah.
They just
amazing.
The Polyphia is one of their latest records. They actually just put a record out with vocals on it, so it's like all their favorite singers. They got Chino did a song with them,
Right.
and a whole bunch of different. So they have
What?
they do
Wow,
have songs with
That's
vocals.
sick, right, Julio? That's hard,
But,
yeah.
but the vocal versions are the remixes to the actual
To the
version,
actual
which
version.
are the
That's so
instrumentals.
smart, bro. And then when they got
dope.
different people, that's so smart,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah,
I gotta
that-
check them
yeah.
out when I get home, dog.
I want to check that out too,
Yeah,
man.
I
That's
wanna-
pretty sick. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm always into like, there's so many like rock groups out there that have done records without vocals, and they're amazing, man. I mean, I remember one time there was a 1974 Santana and McLaughlin, and they just did a whole record, just instrumental, and they did it out there in Tibet. And just to get the vibe, you know what I'm saying, Julio, Steph, you know what I mean, just to get that energy or that frequency. And it winded up being one of their best-selling albums, one of the best albums they ever did, with no words on it. I mean, do you
That's
ever?
crazy.
But what reminds me, Julio, from your world, the DJ world, the best albums in the hip hop world were instrumentals. They were beat break albums.
Yeah.
Every album we did started out instrumental.
he would put the beat breaks, man, and oh my gosh, man, it was just Julio would just
To
do
take
this
you all the way
collage.
back, like when I remember like a
Man.
really dope instrumental record was by a group called Radio. It was Ray Parker Jr. and Radio, but they were called Radio. And they had For Those That Like to Groove, and there was one other one that we used to play. But it was all instrumental, but it was just so dope that they would play it on the radio. It was just like,
Man.
it was Ray Parker Jr. killing it on the bass. And it was just straight instrumental. Those two records always remind me of that.
I've seen Julio do his hip
Herbie
hop.
Hancock, come on,
He's
yeah.
got
biggest song.
yeah. Oh,
because he does different mixes, and I've seen the hip hop list from Julio, and I've seen the funk from Julio, like SOS Band or
I do all that too.
Hey, man, it's amazing because I know that about you, man, and also the It's Time, like the
Yeah, all those
DJ
eras.
stuff. And Julio knows how to do all that stuff, but it's just funny when he gets into the hip hop. he gets militant, man, and scares me.
How does Herbie Hancock Rocket fit into hip hop? Because that's OG hip hop to
Yeah, it
me.
does. It is because of Grandmaster DST.
Oh,
And
yes.
that was just genius on Herbie Hancock's part because he had been around for already at that time of his life. He had already been through generations of people knowing him, and this is like he tapped into the hip hop world with his own way of doing it, it's like what Herbie Hancock is really about. He's always been innovative. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people
Always.
don't know there's some really, really dope Herbie Hancock samples that people have rapped over that you wouldn't even know that's Herbie Hancock. So it's like he's
Yeah.
really, really dope. But when he did that with DST, that was game changing because it brought the DJ and put the DJ in the front,
Yes.
and that DJ made
Yes.
a certain rhythm that collaborated with what his music was about.
True.
Because that's part of the song. It's like
Yeah. True. Yeah, that is.
just that alone, the way he did it.
That's like
Yeah.
one of the most popular parts.
That's part of the part, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He made that DST, made that he could have did all kind of different shit. He could have just been doing dumb shit, really.
Yeah.
But he made
I
it very
mean,
simple.
Because Julio's going to the scratch, and when you go to the scratch, you even go beyond that. Like even
It's an
Flash,
instrument.
Grand Wizard Theodore, of course DST, like Julio said. I mean, and Cool Herc. You know, I mean those. DJ Jazzy J
Mm-hmm.
and DJ Hollywood. I mean, those guys were amazing. So yeah, you're right. I mean, we're talking about these dudes were phenomenal. But I'm not going to forget also. I love Tony G. I'm sorry. I had to put Tony G because I just remember when he just represented the West Coast. And to me, he's like on that caliber as well for the West Coast. So,
Oh, absolutely, man.
I mean, when I heard Rasa and I heard the arrangement, I said, we're not dealing with a normal producer here.
No.
And I knew that he wasn't way beyond the norm for the brothers and everything like that, taking nothing away from anybody. And Tony did it, man. And I just, I cried, man, when I first heard that. And
Yeah, Tony G's
good
he's
stuff.
amazing, bro.
And you too. You know, your arrangement is scary, man.
But
and
I'm nothing compared to him because I've learned everything from him. He's a real true musician. I'm a person that can
love
put
you,
something together.
Julio,
You know what I
for
mean?
saying that.
But he's a true what I call a musician. I've learned a
Yeah.
lot about music just with him alone, Tony. So Tony G he went from basically DJing and being like an incredible DJ on 1580 KD in the 80s and
Yes.
and being very innovative and on his
Yes.
scratches and the way he mixed everything.
Yes.
And then that station ends in end of 89, and then by the next year he's got 2 records on the radio,
Yes.
both bangers, La Raza
Yes.
and Mentirosa at
That's
the same
crazy.
time. Yeah, exactly.
Man.
And nobody ever knew that he produced. And the only reason that happened was because I seen him get an SP 1200 and he had it on his pool table,
Wow.
and Mellow Mayonnaise had called me.
That's crazy.
Mellow Mayonnaise called me and he said,
dope.
he says, I got a record deal. I already knew the guys from Delicious Vinyl because I had worked with them when I was on 1580 KD. So they had got Mellow a deal through Delicious Vinyl, and Capitol picked it up. So he has this deal, but he's kind of not. He's kind of like doesn't really know what to do. He's we're all new to this, bro.
Got
So I
it.
tell him, I go, hey, you should go see my partner Tony G. Man.
No,
He-
I know
he
what
be
you mean.
producing."
Yeah, right.
And he's like, Mello was like, DJ Tony G?
Yeah.
I said, yeah. Oh, he produces, but I don't even know if Tony can produce. I'm just saying that because I seen him with
Oh, really?
SP1200. Yeah, I didn't even know if he could produce. I just said that because I seen him with an SP1200 and he was making a beat.
You
in
just
front
threw
of
it
me.
out there, just
I
pissed
threw
him
it out
off.
there.
Right,
You didn't
right,
dance strong. What? Tony G? Are you kidding me? Oh man! And so when I took him to his house, I think one of the first records they did was Rhyme Fighter.
Wow, man. I love that record
Yeah.
so much. That's
So
it.
yeah, Tony G is on another level, dog. He's a true musician.
Oh, yes.
He's a percussion player. He's a drummer. He's a keyboard
He's
player.
scary,
too.
man. He
Oh,
just
he's
knows
crazy, bro. He's
his
a musician,
sound,
bro.
man. It's just amazing in the arrangement. Forget it, man. I got nothing to say, man. And yeah, you guys, forget it. When it comes to the DJing and the transitioning to the being producer, it's amazing because, like I said, you guys know what the crowd wants to hear, but at the same time, you also have the freedom of putting what you guys want on your track.
I think LA, we were just more open minded when it came to
Mm-hmm.
music, and that's what separated us from everybody.
Oh yeah,
Like
oh,
we
yeah.
played everything in LA. We didn't judge it by where it came from or this or that. We were like, if it's dope. I mean, when we got Luke Skywalker, Throw the D, Throw the P, and all them records, it's like we didn't care if they were from Miami. You know,
Right. And they were dope.
They're just dope records. You were like,
Dope-ass
man, this is
records.
hard. Like, we gotta play this. So
Yes.
we didn't have that about us. You know what I mean? So that's why I think LA was yep. That's what I think was
Steph.
different about
Hell yeah.
LA. That's why we're just different when it comes to DJing, and just in general. When you even hear DJs today, they're very open minded in LA.
I just think like Cool Herc, you know, Cool Herc, and also Run DMC, and not only Run DMC but also Melly Mel and Flash. I mean, yeah, man, the contributions they've done to hip hop, man, and also here on the West Coast. I mean, everyone, all the DJs from K-Day, and I'm talking about all the artists on Delicious from Tone Loc to, you know, I mean, everybody, I mean, to Mello, everything, man. It's just dope, man. The hip hop.
You know what's
culture is
crazy about it,
amazing.
though?
Yeah.
So you guys
Love it.
could understand something that's crazy that kind of bothers me is that in this 50-year anniversary, you see that they praise New York, which they should. They praise that. I've been watching Grandmaster Flash. I've been watching. We were talking about Grandmixer DST.
Remember the records?
I've been watching Cool Herc. They've been giving it up. They've been giving it up. When you look at LA, you don't notice that.
No,
They're not giving it up. Like, I'll give it up to the world famous Beat Junkies because they acknowledged the 1580 K-Day Mixmasters at the NAMM show this year.
Yes.
50-year anniversary.
Yes, congratulations
So
on that.
Salute
Yes.
to them. I appreciate
Word,
them.
salute, man. Word up,
And then
Julio. Heck yeah.
the last week or 2 weeks ago, DJ Icy Ice.
Wow, DJ Icy
DJ Icy Ice did something for us in Long Beach.
Dope.
And gave us awards and acknowledged us as the 1580 K-Day Mixmasters.
Man, shout
and how
out to
they were
Icy
inspired
Ice.
by us and all
Word.
the whole thing, right?
Oh,
So
yes,
Thank
yes.
you to DJ Icy Ice and his whole crew. I appreciate them very much. It was their
Yes.
anniversary party, and they just looked out for us. And it was a
Dope.
nice thing. But really, when you think about it, where is the acknowledgement for the 1580 K-Day Mixmasters or just
Yes.
anybody in general from the old school when it comes to West Coast hip hop?
It's in the Renegades of Funk video by Rage Against the Machine. They gave it up.
Okay, cool. But I'm saying
Wow.
like
It's
Really?
all the legend.
I'm gonna check that out. I gotta
video
check
is
that out.
It's top.
Joe. But no, Julio's right, man.
You know what
I mean,
I'm saying though? Like
Julio,
you should be at
they
this
broke
point
down
acknowledging, saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
these are the guys that created this. These are the guys
True.
that created that. Look what they spawned off to do.
Yeah.
All these records we just talked about. These are Battle Cat's an incredible producer. Tony G, incredible producer.
Yeah.
Julio G did his thing.
Yeah.
M Walk went with Tone Loc. We all went off and did more hip hop
Yes.
after 1580 K-Day.
Yes.
And we have Joe Cooley, Rodney on Joe Cooley. I mean, DJ Aladdin.
I just-
Low Profile and everything else he did with production after that.
I wouldn't know the funk like it is now if it wasn't for you, Julio.
This
I
is for
remember,
the homies.
Yeah.
I remember when Julio was mixing Zap, Parliament, and everything on the radio, man, and it was life changing. And I remember every DJ in the city wanted to be like the Mixmasters. And I didn't know if they had tryouts, but I just knew everybody wanted to be a Mixmaster.
Yeah.
And that was the
big deal.
biggest thing. And you know, I remember me and my friend, we were like, yo, we're going to go check out Julio at Skateland.
Yeah.
Remember World on Wheels?
Oh,
I remember
my
the
God.
Casa.
Oh my God.
And we're not even talking, these are like clubs south of the 10. So we're not even talking Hollywood, man. And yeah, man.
What we did for hip hop on top
Was
of
it-
that. It was
Oh, my
dangerous.
God.
We were going to dangerous ass places to do this hip hop for y'all, man. We can't get no acknowledgement. Jesus Christ, Los Angeles. Come on, man. Get your hip hop together.
Yeah, no, you broke in so many records.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I just remember the Delicious Vinyl Rasta was one label that you definitely broke in. I mean, everyone from Def Jeff to Tone Loc to Young MC,
Young MC, yep.
to Body and Soul, and you know, just so many different. Even Blood of Abraham, Easy's group. I was a big Blood of Abraham fan. And it was just rare. These were oddities, rap oddities that you rarely hear on the radio. And the only time you could hear them was either when Julio was on or when he would just put you onto some new hip hop. And like I said, some songs that you put on Julio, you only played them once and never again. And you never heard them. You know, it was just for that time. You know what I mean? For that. Or it'll be a demo from somebody and it was just custom made only for the station. And man, I used to love that, man. And yeah, man, you just be an avid fan following you guys. But man, whenever we had Julio or Joe Cooley or Tony G, forget it, man. Or M-Walk, it was ridiculous on the turntables, or Jammin' Gemini. Or
Jammin' Gemini, exactly.
remember
A lot of legends, man.
Master Rhyme and Romeo. Remember
Master Rhyme and
Romeo?
I just seen them all at the reunion, man. It was
Oh
great,
man, I miss those dudes
Yeah,
so
man.
badly. And you guys are like my family, so that I was raised on. Because if you wanted to be a DJ, you had to study from these guys. I mean, that's how it was on the West Coast. And yeah, man,
Fun times, man.
fun times, good stuff.
How in right now in current times, how does a person take back and become that DJ of the past? Because now the DJ of the present is the playlist.
Yeah, it is.
So I mean, how do you?
I think those times have just, it's
is there a chance for a DJ anymore?
I don't even know, to be honest with you. I think there's so many people that do it now, and less people want to pay because so many people do it. So I think the value of it's kind of going down too. You know what I mean? It's difficult to be a DJ. It's not cheap. It's expensive.
Oh yes.
You got to pay bills. You got to
Yeah,
live.
being a
You can't just be DJing on the weekends for fun, bro. It's like you got to be making some money.
There ain't no broke DJs. You didn't see no broke DJs when we were coming up. Yeah.
You have to still pay if you want to.
Yeah.
You got to work on that all week, man. Being a DJ is a lot of work, bro. You keep up on
Yes.
music and learning blends and figuring out what you're gonna do at this club and what set you're gonna do.
Like
over
being
here.
a politician. Yeah.
It's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work. It's not easy in today's day because it's very competitive.
You're a snake charmer. You gotta learn how to charm.
Thank you. Yes. See what I'm saying?
No, and I'm telling you that there's just some badass DJs out there. So today is not just a simple little, I can get this gig. Oh no, you better practice, bro, because you got some people up here that DJ really, really good now, and their libraries are incredible. So they're hitting you with things that are so. I mean, they just have a show. It's like a show now. So that to get to that level, it's work now. It's not as easy as it was before because. It's like I said, so it's expensive to get into DJing.
I remember, you guys, man, and doing the competitions, Aladdin, Muggs, you guys at DMC, Traski. Oh, man, good stuff, man. Just good battles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, really, really dope stuff. I mean, yeah, man, you guys.
That's why I say, they're not acknowledging our hip hop correctly in Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah, I appreciate the people that have with the Beat Junkies and DJ Icy Ice, but to me, it's just like, I love how they do in New York. Like I said, they've done a lot of things for them over there. And they acknowledge, hey, this is our hip hop. This is who we started with. These are the dudes. It all came from these guys. Let's give it up to this guy. They're not
true.
They're not like, oh yeah, whatever with them guys, man. It's about our thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Me. They're not doing that.
No,
they don't do that in New York. LA though,
Yeah.
LA, they'll forget your legends. They'll just act like you don't exist. It's crazy. Dude. On your 50-year anniversary, Los Angeles. Come on, man.
Julio, this is a big nation. Like I said, man, the genre of hip hop is different when you're in the Southwest, when you're in the Northeast, when you're in the Northwest, and etc. And you're right, man. When you travel, man, you see the underground scene that they have, and you're hoping that you got. It's like musical chairs. You're hoping you still got a chair. You know what I mean? In that underground scene. And when I went to North Carolina, they have their own underground scene out there. Virginia, same way. DC, you know what I mean? And then by the time you get to Georgia, you get it, and then you get to Miami. It's out down there in the South, and it's just so funny because we've been around the world, man, and we've seen hip hop, and so many different ways, and it's just crazy how you can celebrate hip hop. But it's hard, man, because there's so many artists, and it's hard. I just don't want no one to feel butthurt, I guess, if you feel like you've been left out or something like that. But you're right, man. You got to definitely acknowledge those who've definitely made that contribution in this culture. Yeah,
man. Speaking of butthurt, this is a whole different topic right here. Universal recently made the decision to remove the song "Fat Bottom Girls" from Queen's Best of Collection, or the new streaming platform that is geared towards kids called, this is why I need some help with right here, Yodo. What's a Yodo kid? I'm old. Yodo.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Treehouse, you knows what's a Yodo?
That's just the new platform.
Oh, the platform is Yodo.
Okay.
Because it says it's geared towards kids. Oh, yeah, copy that. What's Yodo?
Yodo says it is the screen-free audio player for children.
So why they hating on the Fat Bottom Girls? This is like a legendary track.
In today's era.
Oh, in today's
In
era.
today's
Yeah,
era.
but I mean,
That's unacceptable.
No,
He said
that's
nowadays.
You kidding me?
Nah, that's what I'm saying though. And today, this song
How
was
dare
ahead,
you?
This
No.
song was ahead of its time. It's Fat Bottom Girls make
Fat
the
bottom
girl
girls.
make the world go round.
Fat Bottom Girls make the. Thanks, Steph. I
Steph,
love it.
how dare you?
Wow.
They rallied for the Fat
Julio,
Bottom
help
Girl.
me, man. Oh,
How dare you,
Steph.
Steph?
Hey, you know what? I concur with Steph, man. Good job, Steph, on that.
You can't use the
We'll-
F.
we'll
you
look
can't use
into
the
that.
F word. You can't use that F word, man.
Come on.
Oh,
That's hurting people's feelings, man.
Some of y'all's fat. I've
you
been
gotta
fat.
take, man. That's
I've been fat. I know what it's
hey,
like.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're at the top of the hour right now.
Fat
I'm gonna
Bottom
segue
Girl.
and go into Bodega Coolers. This hour is sponsored by Bodega Coolers.
Is that this right here?
Yes. Okay. Our lightly sparkling, refreshing cannabis beverage
What'd you
using all natural ingredients. Bodega Coolers provide an elevated twist on the California cult classic cooler style beverage.
Love it.
All right. The pineapple cooler is a fruit forward and crushable mix of pineapple, grapefruit, and ginger. The pear cooler is a refreshing and juicy blend of pear, tarragon, lime, and honey. So, you know, I don't usually drink coolers, but when I do, it's Bodega Coolers right here. All right.
I like that pineapple cooler. It's tasty.
I always like pineapple, man.
You know, I love
Love
Cactus
pineapple.
Cooler, you know, so I'd switch up between
I'm gonna take one of
Coca-Cola.
these home, but I gotta put it on ice.
It's got to be ice.
Yeah, I gotta be iced up. My pineapple gotta be icy.
I like that.
Bring it.
I like
Yeah.
that pineapple ice cream from Thrifty.
Ooh.
Yo, Julio, do you sell a lot of drinks at LA Kush?
We do. Very popular.
Like kind of with the older crowd or what?
It's a mixture of people, because a lot of people, they don't like to smoke. A lot of people are getting away from the actual smoking, so they want to
True.
they'll rather do an edible. But now that these drinks are out, a lot of people like I notice this kind of more on the weekends. Like people come in and they like, you know, they want to look to, you know, and it's just it rages and ages. But they're really good because they hit a little bit different to me than edibles do.
Are these the same people that drive down the roads with big ass balloons?
Oh no, man. Yeah, hey man, that's that's a whole other thing. Man.
Oh,
That's a whole other thing. But yeah, no, but they are popular,
party.
the drinks, yeah, for sure.
word up. Well, I'm just saying, man, if you guys get a chance, just check out Bodega Coolers, man. It's not bad. It's pretty good. You know, pineapple. I mean, maybe not as good as the pineapple ice cream that Steph was talking about.
That shit's fun.
You like it? You like that? I think it's pineapple and coconut, or
Yep.
just pineapple.
You know
and-
the pineapple ice cream I'm talking about.
Yeah, the pineapple and coconut. Because I just had some ice cream for the hurricane day, so that was pretty good too. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's coconut ice cream with pineapple chunks.
Yeah, there it is. It's coconut
Imagine
ice cream.
that blended with one of these.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cooler.
We got to do that.
Saucy.
Yeah,
You
next
know,
week.
I mean that and quarterback crunch or malted crunch is
Friday we'll have some of those. We'll blend.
Ooh,
Yeah, we'll blend these with
I'm
the
here.
pineapple ice cream. Oh!
That sounds good to me, man.
What if you threw a shot of tequila in there?
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Would that go with all that?
Yes.
Probably not.
I don't think it would. It'd probably mess it up.
Even more saucy, huh?
No, the ice cream is that good. You just need it by itself, coconut and pineapple.
Just a tequila splash.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean it makes you feel like you're on an island, you know, somewhere, you know, with the, you know, surf mist just hitting you in the face. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, not bad, man. Good stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go, baby.
Time for submissions.
Uh.
Time for submissions. 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 Time for submissions.
And shout to Snacks. He's up here kicking it
Big
too.
shout out to Snacks. Wow.
All right,
goes.
first one of the day here. We got Flo up in here showing off the new Snoop Dogg cereal. Have you guys had it yet?
Wow.
Frosted Drizzlers.
Wow. Look at the polar.
Congratulations, Snoop.
Congratulations, Snoop. Word up. Nice.
Saying you
Now-
can pick these up at Walmart.
That's
Now,
me for
look.
breakfast.
Now look, let's keep it real. Now, this is a big deal for Snoop Dogg because it's not just easy to go into that industry and just walk in and just start posting up your cereal next to all these other brands that've been there for 100 years.
General
Hey,
Mills.
does does anyone else's eyes gravitate like mine do? Because I keep reading Snoop's name backwards. Is anyone else doing that?
So congratulations, Snoop, because I know that's a really big deal, man. But I want to try it, man. Did you say that at Walmart?
Yep, at Walmart.
All right, I'll be there.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try his ice cream. His ice cream is banging.
You got ice cream too?
Yeah, he's got ice cream too. Man. He's got the
Damn,
waffle. Yeah, man, he's got the waffle one. I want to try the waffle one. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh yeah.
Snoop, look at your money, bro.
Oh yeah.
Let's have all that Snoop stuff on Friday.
Yo.
You can't go online and just order it?
Yeah, we could probably get shipped over here.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
Word.
And we got Mama Cass up in here saying, could not complain after getting upgraded to first class for free at my recent stopover in Abu Dhabi.
Ooh,
Or Abu Dhabi. My bad, Abu Dhabi. There we go. I was thinking of Dubai earlier.
That's where they tortured all those. Oh yeah, it's all good. Yeah, that's
If
cool.
I would have got upgraded and that's what I got, I would have been mad as hell.
Saying this is a crab and avocado. Is it Tiani? Saying it was incredible.
Ooh,
I never seen nothing like that, man.
crab and avocado.
It looks incredible, but
You know, I mean,
You couldn't fade it, huh?
just give me 2 biscuits. I'll put that. Make
Hey,
a
I'll
sandwich.
fade all that.
I'll eat all that.
I'll fade all that.
Ah, good stuff. Looks good.
sorry, Cass. Ain't eating that one.
I like the cucumber and avocado.
There you go. I like the cucumber. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And let's see here. Next up in here, we got Pharaoh up in here saying, my friend got a new T-shirt. Shout to Cypress Hill.
Oh, that's hard.
Oh, dope.
That's so dope.
Oh, that's dope. And the roster colors. I like that.
Where'd you
Hell
get
yeah.
that at?
Tight.
Is that on their website?
I believe so,
Damn,
actually.
that's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I never seen that one.
Ooh. Dope, man.
I need
Yeah.
that.
That some board shorts on the beach. Yeah, I'm done. I'm
that
done. Yeah, that's dope.
your style, dude.
You know what's crazy is like if you wear anything Cypress Hill, people know you smoke weed.
Right away.
It's right away. It's just an automatic.
Right away, man. What do you got, man?
Oh,
I know you got something.
I know
man.
you got something.
I know you got something, man, with the Cypress shirt.
I had a Cypress shirt on. Somebody, I was in Linwood. Somebody said, "I know you holding something, OG." I know
People
you
been
holding
knowing that
something,
for like
OG.
30,
I know
30
you holding
years.
something. Oh, gee.
30 plus years of that.
Hey, dog, over there with the Lokes on.
Yeah.
I know you got something with the Lokes on.
OG.
Come on, dog. I know you got something with the Lokes on.
Yeah, I'm at the market. I'm like, why did he say that to me? And I realized I'm wearing a Cypress Hill shirt. That's why.
Oh, man.
That was funny.
Oh. Oh. I'm sorry.
I need
was
that
good.
shirt. I need that shirt though.
We got Fabian up in here saying the new Dump on Him track is fire.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That's hard.
Man, that's what I'm listening to right now,
DJ
man.
Muggs
Every
came
day.
hard on that.
He killed it.
They all
man.
did. They all did. That was hard.
It was. They just mobbed on that track because I thought it was gonna be like a clean. Nah, man. They just all did their thing, man.
That's a street record.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Thank you. That's what they did.
That's a street record, bro, right there.
And I didn't know you can do in a verse, and they all did on the verse. So yeah, it was dope, man. So Julio's right. Yeah, they killed it. They slaughtered that
And
track.
it's good to see to hear DJ Muggs with Ice Cube again.
Yes.
Because Muggs did some early stuff for Ice Cube in his early records.
Phenomenal. Make it rough.
Make it rough. And then he had the original Check Yourself Before
Remember?
Before You Wreck Yourself. That's really Muggs' beat.
That is.
The remix is the one that has Dawes Effects.
Oh, you really know what's up. That's right, Julio.
Yeah, the original
That's
DJ
true.
Muggs. Yeah, have you ever listened to that album?
That's
but,
true.
But I love to hear them work together. I just think that Ice Cube and Muggs just have a nice combo or something about because Ice Cube is hard,
the relationship,
so
man.
it's good to hear that.
Remember,
that was dope.
Julio? Yeah, you know what's up, man. Muggs is amazing, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro.
And like I said, I just remember the days. Julio can be a witness to this when Cube used to go over to Matthew McDaniel's house when he used to be roommate with Muggs. And man, I remember all the records Muggs used to have in his room, and back in those days. And I remember Shank and everybody from Water the Bush in those days. Remember, man, Julio and. Man, it's just good that, yeah, man, just to see Cube now in movies now and, just the evolution of everything that just came about, man, amazing.
He came hard on that record too, bro.
Woo!
Shout out DJ Muggs. His Soul Assassins album is out right now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing, man. Soul Assassins 3, man, amazing.
Soul Assassins 3 is out.
Yeah, amazing, bro.
Hell yeah.
I mean, but Dump on Him. I love that song, Julio, man. That's my joint right
Yeah,
there.
that shit's hard, man.
Yeah,
Love it.
dope.
All right, so yesterday, Doobie, you were talking about the movie Burnt Offerings.
Yeah.
My mom sent this in saying she found the DVD.
See, this is where they got The Shining from this movie. And this movie scared the heck out of me. I ain't gonna tell you about it, man. But if you treat yourself and go see it, if you haven't seen it.
That shit was hard though. That picture.
Yeah, the house. A lot of people, if you ever like went into a house and felt like things or whatever like that, this is perfect for you. And the house does things, to the kid, and the kid, he tries to explain to his parents, but his parents don't believe him, and it's messed up because the dad does. I'm not going to get into it, but you'll see what the dad does. It's messed up, man. And then you'll be like, oh, they got The Shining. Then you see how The Shining came about, man, because
They had some scary movies for us kids back then.
yeah, man. I mean,
They weren't meant for us though, but they had
yo,
scary
have you
shit out there, man.
have you ever seen this horror movie called Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things?
Nah, I don't watch horror movies. I
All
don't
right,
like them.
all right, sorry, man. It's like 1972. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Bolton, you never heard of that, man?
Nope.
I heard of the movie though. No, I heard of it. I just haven't
right.
seen it.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good. I'm just saying, man. I'm a horror movie fan.
You're a horror movie fan. Huh?
I like
Oh,
slasher
man.
films. I didn't like the new Scream though. Did you guys see the new Scream? All right, I'm sorry. I apologize, man. I didn't want to throw you guys off. Sorry.
On the horror movie side, what's like the top ones? If you're gonna watch horror movies, what is it? Like,
You
what-
probably never. They're like European ones, Julio, and they're really
Really?
gross. They hit like topics that are kind of taboo in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, man, it's Doobie. I like the Mondo
No,
stuff.
for sure. But I'm saying, like, would it be something like on the American side? Like, what's an Exorcist or which one?
I'll go easy on you. How about Scanners, the first one?
Scanners.
Remember Scanners?
I don't remember that. No.
The guy that could blow up other people's head with telepathy. All right, man. I'm done.
All right, cool, man. Go on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. Carry on. I apologize. Dismissed. Go.
Well, we got Fernando up in here saying he went and saw the Breeders and the Foo Fighters here in Tahoe, and he went on shrooms with the wifey.
Oh, that must have been fun.
That must have been fun. Heck yeah. See, you guys know how to have
Hey,
fun.
where was that show at?
In Tahoe.
Oh, okay. My friend's seen them in, I think up in the Bay. They were doing it. They did a show. Damn, the Foo Fighters are hard, man.
Dope. That shit is dope, man. I mean, homie from Nirvana.
He's still rocking out that dude, bro.
killing it, bro. I just love their sound. It's so clean.
No, he's dope, man.
Dope.
Look at their cameraman. He's like, hell yeah.
Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Steph.
He goes, I love these guys. They stay on the road. Stay making my money.
Word. Dope. Oh, yeah, man. Like I said, man, that rock world's amazing, man. And, yeah, man, it's dope, man. Just
There's
to
a
be
lot of money in that rock
Oh,
world,
yes.
bro.
Oh, yes.
They don't play.
Oh, yes. I mean, got to give a big shout out to Slightly Stupid, man. These guys invited me on the stage, man. And,
I seen
man, that stage was phenomenal, man. And like I said, it was really cool, man. They had a bar. I never seen a bar on stage, and I never seen a VIP on stage too. So, yeah, like I said, but
Their
I'm
fans,
sure
their fans.
you
are great.
have Julio.
Their fans
Steph
are great.
has. You guys got. You guys are rock stars to me.
Yeah,
so.
their fans are great. We toured with them with Cypress a few times.
Dope.
Slightly Stupid is fun, man. We went out like a month,
They're
twice.
amazing.
Yeah, man. They would cook after the show, man. It was just they were the best to go on tour with, man. We had such a good time.
Yo, it was amazing.
And their fans
Julio.
were just
Yeah.
so cool, man. They just live and just it just
Dope.
they got a great situation. Slightly Stupid.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's it, man. Yeah, dope, man. Big shout out. Word up, man. Love you guys. Love you guys. Word up. Dope. Oh, yeah.
All right, we got Thomas up in here asking the table for a little joint rating.
Uh-oh.
It's not that bad. Looks pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, man.
Help me out here, guys. What do you guys think?
Be real would be just going ham
Dent
right,
right
now on
there.
these dents. He'd be saying, "Look at all these
To the
dents
neck.
coming up to the neck." Oh,
Right.
you
You can already see it.
I can see Be Real saying this is it.
Mush, mush.
B is like a general on this, man. He would just be already like, nope, nope.
We got some squeeze
No.
plays here.
Man, he's trying with the B roll in the background to just
Yep.
hope that offsets. He's hoping it offsets it a little bit.
Oh,
Yep. That's
come on,
and
give the homie.
That's where you. But see, that was the mistake that was trying to put it up against it because
Right.
you see the
black-
packaging
the
has
black-
perfect lines.
Yeah, the black is making it stick out more.
Yep. Now, what I do appreciate about this, though, and I think B would agree, is they did not be cheap with the weed. They went to the top and made a little bit stick out the top.
Uh-huh.
Let you know it's like, no, we didn't run out of weed on this joint. That's important.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll say here, looking at that joint, I look at my own joint right here. I mean, we're talking about 6s
Word.
and 7s. This is our standard issue. You know,
Word.
mine's more. You know,
What do you
mine's a
give
little
him,
more
Steph?
flared out. I give him a 7.
Julio,
That's a fair
what do you
7.
think?
I don't think B roll would even allow me to give him nothing like that, man.
I think B would be I'm being a little more generous. He would be really generous to give that one a 7.
Okay.
He would say 6 for sure, though.
Okay.
You think 6?
It's got a clean tip. It's got a clean, funky tip on it. I mean,
Okay.
That's it.
I'll give
that
him
alone's
that.
the 3 points.
I'll give him that. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll go
I
with
want
a
the-
6. I'll
you
go
going to
with-
a 6 for
Yeah.
2? Okay, check this out. Keep this so when we see B roll next time, he can give us our real one. But I'm gonna say that he's gonna say
He wouldn't go less than 5 on that.
no,
No way.
he's gonna say
What do you think?
3.
Oh, that sounds like B.
Yeah, I thought he was
3.
gonna say 4.
No, I never seen B give nothing a 4.
I think my boy's gonna go with a 3.
Yeah, the highest is 3.
That's
I've
just
seen
me
B
though.
give.
That's just
I'm
me.
telling you, that knuckle shot right to the belly right there. That's the hard one for the to give. You know what I mean? That's what. Like I said a generous 7. I didn't say like that's like
That's
you know I'm being generous.
Well, you generous, G.
It's just that when B looks at joints, it's like almost with disgust. Like he's judging the heck out of it. Like,
I'm telling you, bro. I'm
like it
telling
did
you.
something to him. Like, I don't
I'm telling
know.
you, that one took one to the kidney right there, and it's
I
that's
could see B going,
a
nah.
factor.
I don't know. I see a couple. I see a couple crimes, like strangulations here and there.
I think what gives it positivity is that little bit of flour just sticking out the top. Like, yo, we ain't run out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't even smash the end of the paper. You see the end of the paper?
I give it a 6. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping
Right,
myself.
Julio.
I'm just saying, but I think B real will probably say 3, maybe 4.
Man, B is hard, man. You know,
That's just me.
my brother's. Yeah, he's always got to have it perfect. You know, so I mean, you know, you guys know what's up, man. Perfection is everything.
What do you think B real would give it?
I was gonna say a 4.
You say a 4, huh?
Yeah.
What do
Both?
you say, Steph?
I'm saying nothing lower than a 5. 5 would be as low as that
Okay.
one goes.
When he gets back, we'll see what he says. We'll see what's
I'll go with 4. I'll go with both. I don't want to
I'm going
die. I'll
3.
go with 3. He said I'll stand my ground at 3.
But I roll lots of joints, and that's why I say 10 or 7. That's better than all his friends, no doubt about
Word.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me personally, I give that a 7, but I just know B Real would say, "Oh, that's a 4."
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I give it a 7. You know, and that's because I'm feeling generous about
Right.
it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to hate on that. It's not that bad.
right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
If I mean, if we're gonna get critical, I'm saying it's not lower than a 5.
Yeah.
5 is my basement on that.
I'm not gonna do a Simon Cowell. I'm not gonna be vicious on that. I'm gonna just be like, it's a good joint. Yeah, I'll go with the 7. Yeah.
You're getting soft, Steph. You're getting soft. It's
Word.
all good, bro.
He said it's all good, bro. Like, I did something.
Oh, no, I'm not messing with you. That's a 6, 7 in my book all day.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not tripping, man.
That's all I'm saying. Like, if I'm being a hater, I give it a 5.
Oh no, we're back. We're going back. Don't go back to that 5. Yeah. That's all good, man. Jeez, having fun, man. I
I'm just
love
saying, as a hey, that's a 5.
it. Word, Steph. I like that. I'm having too much fun. Thank you guys. Word.
And we got Up is Down up in here saying he's excited for Dia de los Deftones, asking the Asylum who else is going.
Oh. Oh man.
What day is that? November what?
4th.
Dude,
Saturday. Damn.
that's dope. That's gonna be sick, off the chain. Yeah.
Dia de los Deftones. That's hard, bro.
That's dope. That's dope. Dia de los Deftones.
This is our
That's-
4th annual one coming up.
Oh, that's your 4th annual right there?
Oh, that's sick, Steph.
Who else playing, Steph?
Dope.
There's a band called Knock Loose playing,
Mhm.
real like hardcore, metalcore.
Dope.
Could be sick.
Oh.
That's most notably what I'm gonna be waiting for. You know what I mean? I'm not familiar with the
Dope.
lineup so much.
Oh yeah, that's dope, man. I mean, cause man, the groups, man, now, man, they're so diverse, and the alternative groups are sick now, and the arrangement of the music is just, the sound system is amazing. Yeah, dope stuff.
These guys are hard.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope, man.
It's gonna be dope. Yep.
Take it down in San Diego.
Bring that weed. Bring that mud.
Oh, they got flavors. Yeah, they got flavors.
All right, we got 420 Buds up in here saying he's got the RSO, he's got some gummies, syrup, rosin, truffles. And he's saying the rosin truffles are so good.
Oh, I'm done, man. I'm done. Yeah, that's the RSO is enough.
Bring it.
Oh, that'll knock you out.
Oh, you got everything.
Yeah.
Well, we all know he's not doing that all at once. That's,
No.
No
that's
way.
many good times in that collection right there.
I mean,
For sure.
if you want to be like thrown into a world of paranoia and chaos, yeah.
That bottle of Scissorps would be good.
Them rosin truffles too, bro.
Yep.
Those are
Them
bangers.
gummies. I mean, come on. The gummies are just for everyday enjoyment.
Yep.
Oh, just eat the leg and you'll be okay.
There's some good edibles out there, man.
That Syringa RSO going to keep him fully lit.
Oh, that's out of that RSO is something else, bro. That's for sure.
Totally.
I mean, for people that need it because they're going through like cancer situations or whatever, you know what I mean? There's people that do need it, you know what I mean? It works very well for them, but it's very strong. You know what I mean? It's for certain situations.
Yeah, it ain't for joking around.
No, it's not. That's for sure.
You don't jokes with that.
Nah, you don't joke with that.
Hey, man, listen, man. If you do that RSO, just make sure you don't have nothing to do the rest of the day.
No, for sure.
Well, typically the staff around here don't like to do it at the end of the day so they can enjoy some sleep on it.
Yeah.
You're
no.
trying to fight that feeling.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Because
No.
there's people that can't sleep that good, you know what I mean?
Yep.
They
Yeah.
need certain things. Depends, you know. I mean, everybody has different conditions, but it's a lot of people that going through cancer treatments and stuff like that. They like to use RSO.
No, that's perfect, man.
Pain
yeah.
relief, appetite,
Yep.
Rest.
Yeah, man, because the chemo affects your appetite, man.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
it's fucked. I mean, it's messed up, and yeah, man. I mean, like I said, people get a little, down and out. They can't eat the same things they used to eat, and no, the RSO would fix all that. Trust me on that.
Sure.
For sure, it
So
will.
you loaded right there, bro. You good.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like I said, just be careful. I remember the last time I did it, man. I couldn't believe I was that stoned. I went to sleep. I woke up and I was even higher. I was higher when I woke up than
That's
I went.
crazy. That's crazy.
I got scared. I called a relative. I thought I had to go to the emergency room, but I'm okay now. I didn't thought that was. I felt weird. Okay.
I'm not gonna make it.
Julio, help me.
You say, wait
and
a minute.
the Steph, not like this.
Wait a minute. This high
I
used to
thought
go away.
all right. So yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, man. But I believe it though.
So big shout out to the RSO. Word up, man.
Yeah.
What's your favorite edible, Julio?
Damn, what do I like, man? I like the ones that go to sleep. Actually, like there's a company called Wild. I like Wild gummies. I like our LA Kush gummies. Those are the ones I eat right now because I like the taste of them, and they're just make me sleep really good. But I like those. Wild gummies are really good. Kanas are really good. It just depends what you're looking for. They have so many different varieties. You know what I mean?
How many do you usually take go to sleep?
I usually do like maybe 2 or 3.
And that's like 30 milligrams?
Yeah, like 30 milligrams.
Okay.
I don't like to
pretty
go
good.
super heavy. I don't like to go super heavy because
That's safe.
I already smoke, so
Right.
I'm already gonna go to sleep. But it just makes me sleep really good when I'm asleep. 'Cause I'll
Right.
wake up in the morning and be like, damn, I slept through the whole night. Like,
Right.
sometimes I'm usually getting up a few times or whatever, but it's like I sleep really good. So
No, that's there it is. Yeah, Julio was crazy, Yeah, you just I mean, but the RSO I can only imagine.
oh yeah, that's something else, bro. Yeah, that's heavy.
That's heavy, man. I mean, yeah, so big shout out to all my weed smokers out there. You do that stuff, you won't have no more headache. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, but that's what
You'll
I'm
have
saying.
bigger things to be concerned with.
Yeah, like you're breathing. Word. Yeah, that stuff will knock you out. That ain't for the kiddies. Yeah, that's good stuff. So good stuff.
And we got STL Batman up in here showing off a little 2.5 Maine.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's hella funny, bro.
Oh, man. Look at them.
That's hella funny.
That is the funniest in the world, man. Is that the dude who killed the enemy for 50 cents and Get Rich or Die Trying?
That's Charlie Maine right there.
Oh, that's Charlie Maine. Terrence Howard, look at him.
2.5
No.
Maine.
2.5 man.
No, that's two and man. Look at them, man. But look how they look. They look like Pisces. Hey, Holmes. They look like hey, the homies. They
Oh,
do.
man.
But look at Charlie.
Man.
Look at Charlie. And why does the son look? I mean, the
That's
kid look
Charlie
like
Maine.
that. I'm
Charlie
done.
Maine, that's hilarious, bro.
Oh, dude.
Bring it.
Look how they got John Cryer. That's fucked up, man.
That's John Maine.
Just, that's Jermaine. Jermaine.
bro. I
Oh,
love it.
oh, man. I'm going to leave. Man, I got, because,
Good laugh, man.
Jermaine is one of those names like Jamie. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's hard, though, man. Hard for a pimp. Yeah, when I see those, homie look like Terrence Howard, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
And we got Batman back up in here saying, finally, a top-tier member, y'all. Shout to the best band in the world. Shout to Cypress Hill and BeReal.tv.
Dope. Heck yeah, you guys.
There you go.
Check out the website right there, brealtv.com. Word up.
BeReal.tv.
BeReal.tv. Excuse me. I misspoke. Sorry.
BeReal.tv.
Dope. Dope. No TV, just .tv.
And we got Batman up in here again saying, taking the rest of the summer off, enjoying podcast. Let me see here. Let me get the screen capture over. There we go. Taking the rest of the summer off and enjoying podcast in the Bat Cave and enjoying Grant's Farm out here in St. Louis.
Hell
Y'all
yeah.
should stop
Yeah.
by and get a couple free beers from me.
There you go, man. Good luck. out.
Big shout out to St. Louis, of course.
Enjoy your
man.
summer.
Oh, yeah.
That's a dope shirt, too, man.
Yeah,
Dope.
Missouri legalized, and Batman here, he works at a dispensary now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he's living the life. He's living the life.
Oh,
bro.
yes. Oh, yes.
Down St. Louis, we got to burn one when we come through.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Just to burn one right under the arches. Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
St. Louis. Nice. Oh, yeah.
The arch.
The arch. Arch, excuse me.
And we got Jose up in here saying, salute to the table. Finally got my funkies in and sitting pretty on some Blue Dream.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow. Nice, funky field tip.
Love those tips,
That's
man.
how you get a good rating right there. You didn't even bother with the paper.
Perfect.
Well,
I like that, though, man.
9.5
Hey.
right there.
Julio, I like the B-roll afro one with that one with the design on that one. Steph, I like that one.
yeah, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a that's a classy, hey man, I got that. That's gonna get you lifted.
Yeah, what would Be Real rate this?
Yeah, I think he'd be safe. He'd give that one a solid 8.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Why you laugh, you guys?
Me too. I said solid 8.
Word up, I go with you guys, Julio and Steph, man. 8. Word.
And that seems to be it for submissions.
Word, man. Thank you everybody for the submissions and sending those in, man. Word up, man. Just thank you guys, man, just for tuning in. Smash that like button. Word up here on B Real TV on the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Word up.
Hey, before we open that door, let me tell you.
Tell me.
Let me ask you this: Is there any video of that Alaska Airlines sparking it up on the runway?
Let me try to find a clip.
Is there any clips of that?
I don't know, Steph. What is
This
it?
American Airlines flight, somewhere, I don't know where it landed at, where its arrival was, but apparently it laid the wing down on the runway. Brrr, was just lighting it up.
Oh, what?
The wind.
Oh, I got to see that, man. What's up with that? Have you guys seen it already?
Yeah, I don't
Julio?
know. I don't know if it's if we can.
Oh,
see.
can't. Oh, if we can't. Okay, that was just probably.
I was just curious. I was like, damn, they're straight pulling, busting a wing grind.
Okay, hold on here. This is what you're talking about?
Oh man, look at this.
Oh, what the? That's scary. What is that? Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if that's it, but it does look like it could be it.
That's it.
that is it. It is it. That's crazy, man. If you know planes, I know planes. So yeah, that's not.
When you're looking out the window of your flight, that's the last thing you want to see.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, man, planes are funny, man. It reminds me of a story someone said when they were flying to Russia, how one of the engines, man, just blew up, and no one on the plane knew about it except that one passenger that witnessed it outside the window, and he calmly told the waitress, "Excuse me, I think there's something wrong with the."
I think Russia is awesome. I think it's an amazing place to go to and experience. But there's no way there's all ways of travel to get there.
Yeah.
Are some kind of sketch.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
I don't know why.
He said, "I don't know why."
I just know that too many things happen traveling there.
Well, like I said, you just got to you may want to check your embassy at that country, and you just may want to, if they have any alerts or notifications, you may want to make yourself aware of those, and just look wherever you're at. But when you travel all the way over there, like I said, stick to your. If you travel with a team, stay close to your team. Don't try to separate and don't go off by yourself anywhere. Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's a safe thing to practice wherever you travel, right?
Right.
What's wild to me is KRS-One. He travels to Europe by boat. Like, he doesn't take a plane. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take 2 weeks to get over there.
Yeah, you can do that too. Is it 2 weeks on a boat? Really?
Probably like 10 days, I'm assuming.
Okay.
I'll look into that. But
Wow,
I think that's what B
interesting.
said last time.
I ain't trying to get on the Titanic.
Well, man, we can't lose a great like KRS-One if they got the money for the
Never.
boats. I say we definitely get them on the boat and
Protect KRS-One at all costs.
All
yes,
costs.
yes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, come on, you guys. Word.
Knowledge reigns supreme. We can't just have that just go
Nah,
down with the
bro.
boat.
I mean, it goes
Crazy.
with anybody, man. KRS, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, G-Rap. You know what's up.
Son Doobie, you were there at that time. How much did that guy change the game when that guy came out? I gotta say, KRS-One shifted the rap game.
We're talking late 80s,
Explosive.
and when
This is
Criminal Minded
87,
first,
bro.
yeah, 87.
87.
That's when,
poetry, South
poetry.
Bronx. When
Yeah,
he came with
South
all that,
Bronx.
it was the game changer.
The first show was in World on Wheels, and Scott LaRock was still alive.
Yep.
And Matthew McDaniels was there. He took the videotape of that. That was one of the biggest shows when I saw Mansfield and schoolyards saying South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx, and
Crazy.
It was crazy, man. And then I remember everything being moved to the parking lot after the show, man, and it was a phenomenal because everybody had Turkish ropes, and I remember the silk shirt with the cords. Remember the cords and the K-Swiss with the Diodors, and man, I just remember the cars were beautiful, man, in those days. And
KRS-One changed the
KRS-One
game,
killed it with Bridges Over is what killed it, man.
everything, bro. He rapped so good back then.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, bro, to watch that guy.
It was so good that we were waiting for his second album, By Any Means Necessary, and I remember that, man. And I just remember when Jimmy and I'm Still Number One, when you played I'm Still Number One on the radio.
Oh, I played South Bronx first.
No, you played South
I got
Bronx
that
for
from my
Criminal
Ice-T.
Minded.
Yeah, Ice-T
Yeah.
gave me. Ice-T was the one that gave me the original South Bronx on white pressing.
Yes.
On the white B-boy records. I still have the 2 copies to this day, but that's how I got that record early before anybody had it because it was just an independent label. It wasn't like on a major label.
Right.
And then I started with playing South Bronx on the radio on 1580 KD, and then it just blew.
That's it.
That was it. There was no looking back after that. And then Scott LaRock died, and we were like, man, damn.
We
they
were
killed
sad
Scott
for a
LaRock. We were
long
sad.
time.
We were
I
like,
remember. We
damn.
didn't
And then-
understand that. Yeah.
And then Chris just comes with the next album, and it just blew our mind. It was just
Right.
It was totally a different
Miss
direction.
Melody, D Nice, and of
Yeah,
course
the whole thing, and then
Manager
he
Mo,
was on
right.
some knowledge thing. Now it wasn't the first album, the Criminal Mind. It was a little different.
It was
thinking.
raw.
It was raw. It was different thinking.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
then the next one, he comes with the picture with him on the Malcolm X
Political.
picture. Yeah, bro.
Right.
Oh, that was amazing. man.
Because that was at that time, man. That was the culture, man.
Yeah.
To support,
That's why I say protect
the
him at
brothers
all
and
costs.
the sisters. Yeah, and the black and brown was big at that time. Movement was big at that time too, man. I mean, like I said, KRS, like up there, like with Melly Mel's, one of the juggernauts of hip hop that are just amazing. When you see his show, there's a feeling that you get when you leave the club. It's like, wow, man, your life has changed.
KRS-One
Yeah.
is so good.
Well, the tag.
He don't need no
the name-
music. He don't need no beat. He don't even need a microphone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he'll light it up.
Word up.
That's real, man.
Word up, man. Thank you, Steph. I like how you said that. Julio, thank you. Word. Good stuff. Yeah. I get excited. Sorry.
That's what KRS-One does. Gets you pumped.
Oh, who's going to get that?
Yo, somebody let KRS in.
Oh, yeah, dope.
Come on in, man.
Get in there. Get in there.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
Uh-oh.
All right, we got Resin up in here, and he's asking, Son Doobie, any plans on working with Chemo and Ives Irie? Huge fan of you all.
Oh,
God
man.
bless.
I'm a big fan of those guys right there, man. Like I said, man, Delinquent. Man, I just love the Latin and hip-hop sound that they have. Man, they've made it their sound mark to just come out like that, man. I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? The culture, man, they supply some of the dopest tunes, and they got bars, man. So, yeah, man, I hope one of these days we just get to link up and definitely put something down. Yeah. Heck yeah. Thank you.
And we got J Max C up in here saying, what up, y'all? Blessings from Lake Joseph, giving us the squeeze.
Word.
Joseph. Where's that at?
Squeeze.
I'll have to look that up here
Squeeze.
quick. We got Up Is Down saying, congrats to Steftone and the Tones for a sold-out Dia de los Deftones.
Damn.
Same
That's
team.
going to be dope, right, Julio?
Sold out.
That's going to sold out. Like what?
Doing
Steph. Yeah.
That's doing it.
Yeah, that's going to be dope.
That's
Hell yeah.
doing it, man.
Thank you, guys.
Dope.
And we got Midget Mike up in here saying, yo, Doobie, how was it making Bow Wow Wow?
Was amazing, man. We was like I said, Gren Ribble, directed the video, and you guys, man, over at MTV, we were like their little baby at that time, and we got flown out to New York, and I was there with Fatal. Big shout out to Fatal, word up, and his homies he brung out there from Queens, and man, we had a blast, man. It was just a big party, man.
Who's your peoples in New York, son Dewey? Like,
When I go
who's
out,
your like go-to people when you even in the early days, like who when you stepped into New York, because everybody knows somebody over there. Like, who's your people you would kick it with?
when I was out there, man, I would kick it with Legs from Crazy Legs. I mean, Legs from Rocksteady Crew, and I remember Fish was this dude. He was a cool dude I used to run with in Times Square because there used to be a lot of sex shows, in Times Square. No one wanted to go with me. So he was like my wingman, man. And man, we used to see all the shows down there, man. I mean, they would get crazier as you'd go down to the level. That's how New York was back in those days,
Yeah,
man.
that's
It's
crazy.
not there no more, but man, I'm talking.
It was wild at that time.
At that time, it was wild, man. And I used to like to see all that stuff, man, because, man, I was
New
into
York,
that.
bro.
It was New York, Now it doesn't even exist
Nah, it's
anymore.
gone.
That's all gone.
That's crazy.
Maybe I'll put it on a song one day, yeah, for Julio.
That's right.
Word up. But yeah, when I got off the plane, like I said, it was just, I was just with Muggs. We would go record shopping. I remember we would hit, the first place we'd hit is Music Factory, go get mixtapes there. Then from there, we would go record shopping. We'd either go to Uptown, mostly to New Jersey.
So you recorded in New York?
Yeah, we recorded out there too. Like I said, we would record shop. We either were at Richie Rich's basement, or we were at Clark Kent's basement, or T-Ray's.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? So we were doing all that. We were just getting more records, and more records. And then if it wasn't that, it was back to Muggs' grandpa's house. You know what I'm saying? And then we would get ready for the night because it was a club. We were probably going to a club that night.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, so we the clubs at that time were like the Supper Club, Mars. I mean, man, it was just amazing. I remember Wetlands, Lower East Side.
Hey, son, do you feel like New York is a different vibe? I mean, I know it's different than LA, of course, but like as an artist, when you go step into New York, I mean, like, does it change the way you get down, or do you feel?
I mean, as in regards to what? As
Just
far
like
as the
when you're
people?
doing music, just music, like when you're writing music. I mean, is it a difference when you're sitting in New York writing music
Compared to the West
to
Coast?
LA?
Yes, definitely. I mean, in New York, it's just that out there, the wordplay is insane. The way they put the words together and everything like that. But I'm not going to lie to you, on the West Coast, it's the delivery. Because I've seen some cats, and you and me have seen some cats from Compton, Mexican, but they'll sound like their brothers, and they'll be on stage and they got a fire in them. That's insane. I mean, will it blow up in the mainstream? I don't know. But for the moment, it looks amazingly dope. You know what I'm saying? That gangster, that gangster rap. And, you've seen so many of those type of MCs, Julio. I always wanted to know from you, what do you think about that?
About what?
I mean, some of those MCs out of Compton that, they got so much talent. You know what I'm saying? And, I like it.
I've seen a lot of people that are very talented, but it's just they can't they can't seem to get the dots together.
Right.
They're good at one thing, but they don't have the management side. They don't have somebody, and then they don't have somebody that's kind of guiding them into what are you supposed to do next.
Right.
Right. So I've seen those artists, because it's like when you're like, especially when I was on the radio, you kind of got to pay attention to what you're. It's like you're investing into somebody. If I start playing you on the radio off of a demo.
Yes.
So I got to make sure, like, is this guy got it? Because I can't just be playing a demo just to waste my 3 minutes to play somebody's demo. Right? There's a reason why I got to play this early, because I believe.
Right.
When I heard Brain Damage from Eminem.
Right.
This is before people knew who Eminem was. I was playing that on the 9 o'clock bomb because I believed that kid had it.
Yeah.
Didn't even know he was white.
Yes.
I didn't even know he was white.
Yes.
I just like, damn, this kid is dope. Whoever Eminem is.
Right.
Brain Damage. This is the hardest record I've heard in my life.
Right.
So I was playing it on the 9 o'clock bomb, but I'm like, I hope this guy goes big, because I'm kind of wasting my time. And he did, though.
Yes.
So I was right. Right. So sometimes that's what I'm saying. You got to. You can't just play anybody, but I've seen a lot of people that had it, but they didn't have the other pieces. So it's like, or they couldn't get themselves out of the streets.
Right.
They had 1 foot in the streets.
How about this?
Living that life, and then they couldn't stop. Like, hey, bro, you can't come to the studio and then be street life.
Julio, I could hear it in your voice. You're very passionate about, hip hop. And, I know that some of the things you're talking about coming up, and, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I know what you're saying. I wanted to ask you, because I think I've asked you before, if you don't mind me getting back to this topic again.
Yeah.
Is there any artist or a group that you did not support, that you felt like that they weren't representing hip hop, or they disrespected you in a certain way?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think I've ever like banned somebody from. I mean, I had an issue with Master P at one time, but we resolved it, and it wasn't really,
Okay.
It wasn't really his fault.
Okay.
So I
See,
stopped,
that's
I
all.
stopped. But I broke Master P, so I was the first
Yes.
to play No Limit.
Yes, I
So we had
remember.
no situation, but that was not that bad. So we got past that. But I never was a kind of person that would take things out on a song and things like that, because it's not about me. It's about the audience.
True.
Me and Jay-Z had a situation, but I didn't stop playing Jay-Z's music.
Okay.
Because I still feel if it's hot, and they need to hear that.
Right.
What's hot?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
I'm not the gatekeeper of that. Like
Right.
I'm the guy that's picking the songs for you, but I don't want to do that, because that's not fair to the artist and hip hop.
Okay.
So what I'm saying. So I've never went to that level, like, I ain't never playing this fool because he didn't say what's up to me or something. You know what I mean?
Yo, because you guys
But
have
things happen.
people like that.
Yeah, things happen. I've had issues with artists, but it doesn't stop me from
Word. I like how you said that, man.
It's not about me.
I like how
said,
you
it's
said
about,
that. Yeah.
It's not that kid's problem, bro. He's
Right.
he's on the bus on the way to work. He's trying to pay his bills. He's just
Thank you.
He's trying to hear the heat, dog.
I'm only
you
right.
know, so I can't stop you from hearing that.
I'm only saying that because, you know, in the hip hop, people take things so personal and get so butthurt. You'd be surprised off the silliest stuff me, Julio, or Steph would hear in the music business and be like, wow, why is that person even tripping? And yeah, it happens. So you're right. People
Yeah, I
can
was
get
open
crazy.
to playing there. I played a little bit of everybody, so
Word.
yeah, so
Dope, Julio. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, man. Just thank you. Because, you know, you got disgruntled DJs out there. You know, Julio ain't one of them, but I'm just saying, I just wanted to know how he deals with it, and he explained himself.
No, yeah,
Thank
no,
you. Yeah.
I don't, you know, I don't take those things personal. I just
That's it.
the
Yeah.
hip hop is the hip hop, and you're a DJ, and you got to play the music, and you can't take all these things to heart.
Yeah.
You know, not all artists gonna be the person you thought they were gonna be.
You know,
You know?
Julio, like I said, man, I look up to you like a Red Alert or like a Marley Marr or Mr. Magic, man. And if you've been doing it
Thank you,
since
man. I appreciate that.
I've been in high school, so like I said, man, I'm a dinosaur now.
Thank
but
you, bro.
just thank you, Julio, for just providing. That's it.
Thank you to the people, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Word.
And we got Midget Mike up in here asking which hip hop artist has the most loyal fan base.
Public Enemy.
I believe that. I want to say Eminem right now. I think Eminem still drops things, and they're very successful on their own without the corporate peoples or the, you know what I mean, like the heads saying that's what's dope. You know what I mean? It's like that kid's I'm not that kid, but I mean he's still got people's attention. He's had a serious fan base.
I'll tell you another one, Cypress Hill.
Yeah, them too.
Because Cypress, man, their crowd always amazes me. Every time I see a new Cypress Hill crowd, man, it's insane, bro. So yeah, you know, Ems and Cypress, forget it. Yeah, I'll have to go with Julio on that. How about you, Steph, man? What do you think?
Too many.
Too many, right? Yeah, number. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, good stuff. Oh yeah.
I think okay. It's gonna sound crazy.
ICP.
I don't think it's gonna sound crazy to say this, but Playboy Carti, in today's time, he has an incredible fan base.
Oh, it's crazy.
Like people don't have to play him on the radio and all that. His people know. His music,
he don't do
and
nothing.
They
He could just
come out
kick it
hard.
right. Yeah,
they come out hard for Playboy Carti.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, dude, man, he don't do nothing. He just in the middle of the stage, just like
Yeah, he's doing it.
his
bro.
show was crazy. It's like he's mad.
Yeah.
And he just goes off, man. And I just couldn't believe, you know, the people next to me screaming his lyrics and everything like that. You know, but you go to these shows, you study, and you know, I almost thought about doing that style, but I said I'm not cheating my fans like that, dog, because I do a little bit more. I run around a little bit more on the stage, but no, this new generation, it's just about getting the bag and moving on. Yeah, I hear that. Oh yeah.
And we got J-Max C up in here, and Lake Joseph is actually in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Nice up there, man.
So it's up there. It's up in the north. Word
Yeah,
up.
You're living that life.
Word, high in the floors.
And he's also
Word
saying
up.
some friends and I are going camping tomorrow to circumnavigate the Philip Edward Island on Georgian Bay. Can I get a blessings from the table?
Word
Blessings,
up. You
yeah.
got our
Hey,
blessings.
bless.
Heck yeah, man.
You got our blessings for sure.
Have fun. Heck yeah.
Enjoy, man. That sounds like fun. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we got Alex C up in here saying, yesterday it was my birthday and I got a Dr. Greenthumb THC collection and pop toy. Can I get a happy birthday from y'all?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Alex.
Word up, man.
Turn it
Happy
up, man.
birthday,
Smoke
Alex.
some.
No booth of any.
None.
Word up. Take a shot. Word up on us. Smoke. Oh yeah.
We got DJ Ballistic up in here saying, good afternoon, fam. May I get an individual shout out from the table for myself and my radio station? It's KSHI 90.9 FM, Zuni, New Mexico.
Word up.
I gotta write that down. I ain't gonna remember.
If you think I'm gonna remember and say all that, you're out of your mind.
Yo, what up? It's Steph. KSHI.
Word. That was dope. I like that stuff.
It's Julio G. Whatever Steph said, I'm doing that.
And I'm gonna word up, go right behind Julio G. Word behind Steph too on that one. Son Doobie. Word up.
And shout out to DJ Ballistic.
DJ Ballistic in the house, baby. Let's go.
DJ Ballistic, chill.
Yo, DJ Ballistic.
Word. In the mix.
And we got Ghost Boogie up in here asking who out there is repping hip hop the way it should, somebody not from the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s. Any new artists you guys know of that should be repping hip hop the way it should be?
Nas. I mean, yeah.
You talking about some new?
Oh, new
from the new time.
New Kendrick. Okay.
But I mean that's not even new.
That's not.
Like he's been around for a minute already.
New. You want new.
From the new right now, who's like doing something? I don't know. I really can't call it. I don't know what. I think a lot of people are doing a lot of different things. I think hip hop has also changed. So I don't even know what the definition of hip hop is anymore to people. Because some records I listen to it like that's not really a hip hop record.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's hard to say what do you call hip hop today. I don't think
I like Busta Rhymes. I like Busta and I like Nas right now. I could do that. That's as far as I'll go. I'm with Julio. I don't think there's really nothing new that's really shaking up the industry like that right now.
This is what I think. There's a lot of legends in hip hop, both old and new.
Right.
You know, the whole span. There are some great hip hop artists in there. All I'm saying is we only got a few months left in 2023, people. It's a wide open game for any of y'all to hit a number one right now.
Yeah.
It's just like waiting for you to just come and grasp it.
Yeah, like I don't see the aggressiveness and I don't see the like hip hop used to have this hits used to be put out at a certain amount of hits would be put out at an amount of time, but now ain't nobody putting nothing out. It's like
I think there's a lot of legends. Is what I'm saying.
Everybody's worried about their TV show, which is garbage. I mean, some of these dudes are doing TV or movies and the acting is garbage. And it's like, come on, man, stop it. Go back in the studio and knock out those bars, man. Come on, that we like.
Look, there's 4 months and change in the rest of this year right now.
Yeah.
All somebody got to go do is get the studio for like a week right now.
Word.
Take your time, even a week,
and put out that. You know what I'm
and
saying?
put together the track that comes and sweeps up the year.
Word. What's got everyone so preoccupied where they can't do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just, I have my own views of it, but I just think that I just don't think young kids today are just on the level of our time. When you hear a 22-year-old kid rap today and you're listening to what he's saying, it's like, what is he really saying? He's talking about kind of regurgitating the same thing that other people have said.
Yeah,
we were talking about KRS-One earlier. He wrote incredible records at 21, bro.
Wow.
He was 22 when he wrote these records. It's like, and then he's dropping knowledge.
Wow.
Like he's giving you stuff that you could listen to today and go back today right now and go back and go, damn. Yep. Look how this guy was thinking. He was 22.
Yeah.
So it's for
30,
me,
40
I don't
years
like to
ago.
knock the young kids today because I enjoy music. I'm a DJ. I don't want to ever down to the young kids. I don't.
No, I don't think you're down to them.
I'm just saying that's just my view. My view is that when you hear a 22-year-old kid rap today, what is he really talking about? He's talking about clothes. He's talking about bitches and pulling up on the ops.
Yeah, man. It's like, come on, man.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cool. But is that what you guys really going through? Is it you see what I'm saying? They're not going through the same thing we went through, so that's why our stuff will always sound different.
Word.
Different struggle in our time.
It'd be nice if one of these new cats came out like a Chuck D, like I got a letter from the government. Like one of those type of message
They
songs.
don't want to do that.
Wow, remember
and
that?
I'm not saying that you need that. That's already been done. I'm just saying there is really nothing out there that's capturing you that way.
Yes.
And wow, that's a great message this kid got right here. I mean, there's still some people. Don't get me wrong. There's not nobody. There's some people out there.
There's a couple folks out there that put it out there.
On that level, you know what I mean? To to sway the game in that direction.
Word.
Everything just sounds the same to me.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that, Julio. Word up, man. So, word up. Good. Yep.
And we got SS Ryder up in here saying, just found out today that we're getting Haunted Hill at the Fox Theater in Oakland.
Wow.
Let's go.
Dope.
I seen that too in Oaktown too.
That's dope. Yeah, Oakland. Big shout out to everybody in Oakland. Word, California, USA. Word up.
You could hit that on a Friday.
Yeah.
Week before
The
our
Bay
show,
got
and then
some-
make it out to ours.
The Bay got some good weed, man.
Oh, yeah. They got good everything.
I can't front on the Bay. They got some good weed.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
just love
Oakland
to know.
too. Oakland too. That's I consider it all like the Bay, but
Oh, yeah.
Oaktown and Frisco, all them they got weed, man.
They've been smoking fire since
Yeah, I remember when we did retail when our album first came out, man, and then the people at the label hooked us up with like a good little sack, man. It was amazing, man. That was when the Indo was Indo. Yeah.
Damn, man.
Those days
Were a big deal to get some weed, remember?
The weed used to make you sweat. The weed now doesn't make you sweat. It used to make you sweat.
Just having it on you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even that was like,
Remember?
don't get busted with this weed, bro. Just having it on you. That's crazy, man. Times have changed.
Oh. Word.
And we got
That was one of the things that made it great, though, was having it on you. Like you knew you had something special on you.
Excellent.
That's real, bro.
You had to treat it with great caution.
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't just be lighting it up wherever you felt like.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
You always got a little higher because you're not supposed to be smoking.
Oh,
a little
yeah.
paranoid.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know, I remember those days.
yeah,
Everything's different now.
We got Hybrid up in here saying he's seeing Big Daddy Kane, Masta Ace, and Onyx this week in the UK.
Master Ace is
Man,
Kane
Amelie,
too, but Master Ace.
Master Ace, just to hear him do
classic,
Letter to the
bro.
Better and to hear Big Daddy Kane do Raw, RAW, and then Onyx, man, with Slam. That's enough for me, bro. Yeah.
Master Ace has a nice catalog of music, man. His later work is, I mean, all his work is great, but
His lyricals
his later
are
work
insane.
is just incredible, man.
Yes.
Incredible, man. He's just an amazing MC for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that he's got songs that ain't like that they don't even play that are dope, man. Just on the treats on the album. Yeah, they're just like, yo, you find yourself
And then
playing
that whole West Coast album he did with Bump Bump.
Master Genius.
Oh, he killed that. I mean, he came from New York to
Radio
LA.
Dum Dums Buster Scientifical.
He came to LA and got on the LA sound and just got busy. Salute for that, bro.
He just put on a football jersey and came out here and killed it.
And just got on some West Coast and killed
He
it,
just
bro.
put on a football jersey.
For real, bro.
Came out here and picked up a bag and went back to
It's
Brooklyn.
Scientific. Oh, that was so hard, bro. That was so hard. I love those records, man.
Check me out, y'all.
Yeah.
I love Ace,
Oh,
man.
man.
Woo!
The INC ride.
Yeah, oh,
man.
my gosh.
He has some joints, man, for sure.
Yeah, man. Paul Perry, all that.
We loved it out there. We gave him so much radio play for those songs, too.
Good
They
stuff.
still playing.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Master Ace. Yeah, good stuff.
And we got a Hybrid up here again saying you got to respect the ways of the art form for the art.
Oh, yes. That's just true. Yeah, man. We're all artists, man. And the thing, Julio could concur with me on this. The difference between the hip-hop now and the hip-hop then is that back then there were battles, but not as much as it is now, where it's more petty and more frivolous. These were actual battles back in the 80s. Now, these are just like, man, people throwing ice at each other in the club or people just doing stupid buffoonery, man, just on social media talking about such and such. We're all artists, and as all artists, we should respect each other, and we're owed that respect. So, yeah, that's true, man. Yeah,
It is.
And we got Hybrid in here again saying which Doobie UB artwork is my favorite.
Thank you, brother. Thank you once again, man.
Let's see it.
Word up, man. The artwork, once again, Dante, and, of course, Muggs, were the arrangers of the artwork, man.
They did that for that album?
Yeah, for Which Doobie UB, Epic Records, 1993 release LPs for that.
Let me
So,
see it. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Doobie's there, with Ralph and T.
That's hard,
And, of
bro.
course, T being, of course, the better lyricist, like Julio said.
Who did that? No, I didn't say that.
I'm just kidding, man. I love you, T.
Hey, who did that, Son Doobie? Who did the Funk Doobie as that actual logo?
The logo itself was done by Dante Areola from Pawn Shop Press, who did
Really?
Cypress logo.
That's a hard one, man.
And of course the letters were taken from the movie Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, that's what it is, huh?
Remember the club
it.
where they would drink the LSD milk?
Yes. Damn, that's dope, man. I didn't know that.
And of course, we had to. If you knew me, you knew the seedy places I used to hang around with in LA and New York, and The background is the best description of that.
Yeah.
All right, you ain't got to do all that, Bolt. Jeez.
Yeah, what's up,
Hey,
girl?
that's hey.
Yeah, baby.
You know,
That's hard, bro.
You know, our listening party was amazing. We had leaders of the new school open up for us in Cyprus, so it was amazing. And we had Vanessa Del Rio there, and it was
hell yeah!
It was a porn and a celebrity star-studded event, and it was a good time, man. There at the Supper Club. So
That's
yeah.
tight, man.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's
Yeah,
an OG name right there in the game.
love
Vanessa
it.
Del Rio.
It was, man. It was all
Let me look
man.
her up real quick.
It was cool, man. I just thought, like I said,
That was ahead of his time, son, dude.
Epic Records. You were ahead of your time.
It was ahead of your time with that.
Yes, they were
Yeah,
ahead
yeah,
of my
straight
time.
90s, early 90s.
That was early
Yeah.
90s. You was way ahead of your time.
Anyway.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Stop it. Love you guys, man. Once
real,
again, here
bro.
on the Dr. Greenthumb Show, Be Real TV. Is that it?
We got a couple more left.
Okay.
We got Jeffro up in here. He's saying Queen Latifah is a way better MC than Lauren. Lauren only has one album, and Latifah has a catalog of hits. The Lauryn Hill tour will not last. She will not make some of those concerts. She has a record for doing stuff like that.
Steph, Julio, what do you guys
I will
say?
I will agree to a certain point. Yes, you're right. Queen Latifah is
Dun, 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 dun,
on-
dun,
on-
dun, dun.
on-
Remember
on-
the Safari Girls?
on the level of her
Da-da-da.
own for sure. But I think Lauryn Hill is on the same level. If you ask me, that's just my opinion. And yeah, you're right. I don't know how it's gonna go with Lauryn Hill. We'll see.
We're
Maybe
going to
they'll
take some
do,
bets
Well, you know what?
around the shop.
maybe they'll do the whole tour. And
I think-
I don't know.
I think Lauren is for the political stuff, you know what I'm saying, and the wordplay. But I think Queen Latifah would just bring that Jersey, New York, you know that, that New York.
she's
You know what I'm
dope,
saying? Yeah.
I played a lot of her albums.
You know that Mark 45 King flow. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Woo!
Oh, that was hard, man. Her
You know,
first album was out here.
like flavor unit, you know?
I'm sure there's some Vegas odds we can bet on.
Word. All right, I like that. Thank you, Steph. Word up. Dope.
Take up a pool and put on some numbers.
Yeah. Hey, I hear you.
And the last one so far, we got Batman up in here saying, shout to the highest podcast on the planet. Thanks for putting in my submissions on. And if y'all are ever in St. Louis, hit up North Dispensaries.
North
Cool.
Dispensary, St. Louis.
Word up. Big
We're
shout
gonna
out
go in
to
there
North
looking for our
Dispensaries.
first time patient deal. What's that first time patient deal?
Julio, what's the promo code?
what's that
What's the
deal?
promo code?
On my first time in there, what's the deal, baby? Nah, it's all good, man. Much love, bro. We'll definitely check that
I
out.
love first-time patients. You could just be hitting up new shops and just
Oh,
getting
yeah,
that
bro.
first time.
Get that.
That's the best deal ever.
All day.
Oh, yes. Big shout out word to all my first patient customers. Word up getting those deals.
You go for somewhere for your first time, go in there with the tent and stock up. Take advantage of that discount.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah. Guys.
And that seems to be it.
Well, I want to thank everybody for, just joining us on the Dr. Greenthumb Show. All right, here on Be Real TV. Join us daily, of course. Hit us on BeReal.tv. Am I saying that right, Bo?
Oh, yeah, you're good. You got it.
All right. Hey, any shout-outs, Julio? You got any shout-outs?
Shout out to everybody tuned in. Appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to all my peoples over at LA Kush, man. And I guess we'll be back next week.
Word.
Tuesdays.
Word up in the treehouse, Bo.
Shout the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to the Dominator. And what's going on, Steftone?
Yo, what up? Shout out to Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Weiss, B, Bobo, Sen, Lord, Trace, Mike G, Evan, everyone else, Cypress crew. Y'all have a great rest of the tour. See you when y'all get back. Son Doobie, Julio G,
Yep.
Bolton, Ray Morning Shot Film,
Yeah, baby.
Taryn at Velvet Hammer, The Dominator, also Aton out there. Have a great time, brother. Pedro, Javi Lopez and the Little Lopezers. Psycho Leezy, Cali Blaze, all the Asylum, Twitch Ward and Discord. What's up, y'all? Have a great week. See you on Friday. It's good to be back.
Oh, man. I just wanted a big shout-out to Julio G, Steph, Bolton, Dom, Ray, Javi Lopez and the little Lopezes. And word, a big shout out to Kelly Blaze, Be Real, Trace, Sin, DJ Lloyd, of course, man. The whole Cypress family. I can't wait till you guys get back, man. Word up, get back safe. You're in our prayers. Big shout out to Muggs, Earn Dog, everybody, Soul Assassins. Word, we love everybody. Everybody. Thank you guys once again here on the Dr. Greenthumb Show, Be Real TV. Son Doobie signing off. Word up. Thank you guys.